Saturday night. Time to take it to the max. We're going to find the most positive things in entertainment this week, even after the actors went on strike. We're going to find some good things to talk about. You came, Senior Nerd? Okay.
You came.
Hey, you want to come on the show?
Play the clip.
You want to come on the show, Senior Nerd? You want to come on the show? You want to come on? Do you want to come on then? Do you want to come on? Do you want to come on? You want to come on? If anyone wants to come on, do you want to come on? Who wants to come on the show? We need some contestants.
I'm here.
Ric Flair clip. Whoa! CJ, get your butt on here. I just about had it with everyone like, movie talk's dead. Everything's disaster. No, there's lots of great things out there, and there's signs of life in the box office too. I've been consistently saying it. It's not just a few things. What do you do? What do you do when? Get your ass on here. That's when I.
No burping. No burping and no swearing.
Please. CGH, we need you on here, bro. We need our fellow Canadian. Please thumbs up this video.
Get it to 41 likes.
What's dead is echo chambers. You need to branch outside your bubble and talk to other people and not get offended by everything. Not get offended from weird news, not movie talk. Okay.
All
right. That's fine. All right, let me see. Where are you, Senior Nerd? Where are you? I'm looking at my Twitter. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I've had a busy week this week. I've done multiple streams, and not only that, I did a watch party for Zack Snyder's Justice League with Jared and no UFO article. We're not talking about UFOs today.
We can. Well, one time. If you stay for the rest.
If you stay for the rest.
You gotta talk about you don't just do that and then leave. No.
Yeah, no. If you do that and leave, then we'll take.
Senior Nerd, can you DM me because I can't find you again?
And Jared might pop on just to let you know.
Good. Oh, that's why he changed it to. I have it. Okay.
Yeah, Jared might pop on. By the way, I told him that we're doing To the Max. Okay. So I said you probably want to come on because we want to talk about cloning.
I'm not coming then. Oh my God. Oh, there's great things. There's great things happening. Even my fellow movie fans are doom and gloom about the box office. You got to. Here's what you have to do.
Mm-hmm.
You have enjoy it from being on the show. CGH. Here's what you have to do. If there's signs of life, you have to examine it.
Mm-hmm.
Mario Brothers, Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm telling you, TMNT is going to be a hit. It's going to be a hit, and Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning is having a great worldwide start, which I told everyone.
I still need to see that.
What do you mean?
I still need to see Mission Impossible.
You still need to see the movie. Yes.
Yeah.
You have to take what's succeeding because it's not a ghost town at the theater. It's not a ghost town. There are certain projects that are succeeding.
Yes.
So examine the ones that work and then examine the ones that have good number. Hey, Jeff.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Jeff. We might have a stream hosted by Jeff, multi-stream on his channel in the future. Maybe every other week, or once a month. We'll see. Whatever Jeff wants to do. We're going to get him hooked up. Multi-stream.
Also, Jeff, we're literally 5 days away.
I saw that. I talked to my friend Destiny on her Twitter. And
Destiny FOMO?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What a friend to have. I'm a follower. She is a mod on my channel.
Oh, nice.
She
Yeah.
she appeared one time in the chat when I was talking when she was on the thumbnail, and I
Wait,
made her a
the
mod.
wait, the Destiny promo?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yes.
The shows in WWE and
Yeah.
Yeah.
AEW events.
Yeah. She
Yes.
be on. Yeah, I be hanging around her stream on Twitch.
That's cool.
Oh, nice. That's so awesome.
Thank
Yeah. Maybe can we get an interview with her one day? You think? We'll try.
you. Yeah. You can always talk to her.
We can ask.
Just pull the strings, man. Pull those strings and say, look, you
Say
know,
I'm starting a new gaming show. We'll do a few episodes, then we'll see if we can get some guests.
yeah.
Yeah.
Let them know that I'm playing a gaming show. You know, and I'm
Well,
having a couple of.
She already know I could talk to her all the time.
Degrassi says 6 Day Global is only at 122 million. Good, but not great. Where are you looking at your numbers? On
Wait,
Twitter,
what?
they're saying worldwide's going to be close to 250. Well, I mean, for as of Friday, not including Saturday, probably 122. 6 Day Global.
I've never heard of that movie.
Okay. So Tom Cruise, Crampy 5. Whoa. So Tom Cruise is not the king of the box. Yes, he is.
Oh,
I think
122. Wow, he's a piece of garbage. That we should, you should retire.
what
Tom
are you
Cruise.
talking about, bro?
What are you talking about?
122. Wow.
Well, that's what Degrassi's saying. I'm going to bring up some receipts here.
Seriously, really?
No,
122?
I'm just going based off this Twitter user, so I don't know if these are accurate or not. But
I saw that. I saw you retweet that. I was just like,
I don't know who this guy is.
Oh,
He's followed by you, Singer Nerd.
Yeah, he's like
RPK.
he's a
box office
scooper type.
expert.
He's like a scooper type of person.
Okay, so
Well,
he
he's
says, go ahead.
No, well, he's very knowledgeable when it comes to box office. He always
No.
breaks it down. very
Okay.
easy.
Okay. Well, here's what he says. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning exploded in Korea's box office, grossing strong 4.3 million on Saturday over Top Gun's 4.1. Under Fallout, up to 130% from Friday for a 10.6 million 4-day cum just in Korea. Tom Cruise film grossed 1.3 million tickets sold in just 4 days over Top Gun Maverick's 1.1 million. And something that this has, and also besides my prediction or my guarantee that this is going to get to $1 billion worldwide box office, not domestic, worldwide.
God.
This is going to have a solid second week hold. And the reason I know this, for one, the A Cinema score. The other reason is made for premium formats. Some movies are in the premium screens, but not a lot are made for IMAX and benefit that. So that premium ticket is also the reason that you might not see an explosion the first weekend. Because sometimes, and this is just my opinion, this is just my speculation, sometimes people want to wait to see a movie like this until they can see the premium format version. And there's not as many IMAX theaters as there are regular theaters, right? So I really do believe this is going to have an amazing second week hold. And made for premium is one of the bright spots of the box office, just like Avatar 2. Now, I'm not saying Avatar 2 was the greatest movie ever, but it was made for premium formats, and it consistently held. It had legs. And I really feel that's going to be the similar case for this. Good word of mouth and made for the premium format, not just shown in premium format. I think there's a difference.
I still need to see Mission Impossible Fallout. Right. I'm probably going to wait until it comes out on Blu-ray because I can't go to the theaters at the moment. Which is unfortunate for me because I was looking forward to, I had to pick between Mission Impossible and The Flash. And I said, look, I have to go and see The Flash, right? who isn't gonna see a superhero film, right? Um, but I love action films. I like Mission Impossible. I like, you know, it's James Bond like, right? So yeah, I'm probably gonna wait until it comes digitally, or and I think for me, definitely will be one of those movies I recommend people to watch.
Okay.
That's a good choice.
What do you guys think about this? The Dead Reckoning, the start. What's your predictions, Jeff? Do you think it's gonna do good
Well,
worldwide?
in the sound of it, looks like it's already starting to look good.
Yeah, I mean, it's got great word of mouth, great cinema score. This is made for premium format. You
Oh
know,
yeah. Oh heck yeah.
um, as much live action stunts as they could accomplish, and I think that's gonna lend to legs for the coming weeks. What about you, Senior Nerd? You're
Yeah, I
not
think
impressed?
it looks. I think it's gonna be very big. On the second week, it has competition with Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think and that would be like, although family could watch Mission Impossible movies. Well, I think people are gonna want to see Barbie. The women are gonna see the Barbie, and little girls want to see the Barbie movie. But and then the adults, the boards, they're going to see Oppenheimer. But I think it'll do well. Billion, I don't know. There's hype around it. I don't know. I feel like the hype around this movie, like I feel like when Top Gun Maverick was coming out, people was like really hyped for Top Gun Maverick.
I
And that's
still
why,
have to watch the Hot Top Gun man. I need to check that out.
yeah.
It's a good movie. I wait till it was on Paramount Plus because I subscribe to Paramount Plus.
I have Paramount Plus too. I've been watching most of the stuff on Paramount Plus is either I've mostly been watching a lot of old classic cartoons like Spectre Gadget and Heathcliff. I also watch the Addams Family. They got the Addams Family there too. I watched it as well.
Mm-hmm. Sir Nerdlaw, we have a lot of thoughts on the strike. This specific show, we try to keep positive, and it's really hard this week to find the positive once screen actors have gone on strike.
Actors and writers.
And writers,
You got to be specific.
We did cover that last night, though. So, I mean, we can still talk about it.
Well, I got to mention this. So, okay, so with the actor strike, they can no longer promote the movies, right?
Yes,
that's true. Yep.
Yeah. So so there's one where when the strike happened, there was the Oppenheimer premiere in London.
Yes,
so all the actors, Cillian Murphy, Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., all of them, they got in the theater, and then they sit down, and then they right away they stand up and they walk out, right? But then there's something happened. So I think 2 weeks, Disney Haunted House is coming out, and they have the premiere in Disneyland in Disneyland, but because none of the actors came by, they brought like the Disney characters.
I did mention that to Max.
Yeah, why not?
I did.
People, like the you go to the theater, like bro, Mickey, Minnie, Melissa Finch in the red carpet.
I did say.
Well, the real.
I did mention this to Max before the stream that the Oppenheimer premiere where the actors left the premiere, and I also mentioned about the fact that not the actors were at the premiere for the Disney film, but instead it was people that are from Disneyland, people from Disney like Mickey and Minnie, and
which I'm surprised, like those are clearly actors, right? The people who I don't know why they're not also on strike.
They're not actors.
Yeah,
they're stage performers. There's difference. There's a big difference.
Okay.
So
I just saw the premiere as like just.
But I do know. I do know one thing, that potentially the actor strike could also affect video games. I do know that.
I don't know. I don't know if they're allowed to voice act for video games or not.
Oh, you mean the motion captures?
No, it's not only motion capture, but this is voice acting overall. Because I saw Yuri Lowenthal, who plays Spider-Man, saying, he supports people that are on strike, but potentially, there could be voice acting strikes for video games. It could affect that potentially in the future. Who knows? So, I mean, I just hope it doesn't come to that because it makes a big. This affects everything. Then all forms of media from Hollywood to video games, and I think right now it sucks because
Well, I'm just
I,
thinking about like voice acting. They could get you like just what the movie industry was trying to do with
AI.
scan you. They could get some samples of your voice and then never hire you again and just use Chat GPT to do all the voice acting and type it.
That isn't gonna go down well. I'll be
I
honest
mean,
with you
I'm
on
just
that.
thinking of things that they might try to exploit. So there's lots of things, but whatever strike happens, the video games take so much longer. Well, usually like blockbuster video games to make.
Mhm.
I think there'll be time to work on the other stuff before you get to
It anything outside the realm, like let's say if these strikes extend and it goes beyond the Hollywood realm, then we're in trouble, right? But apparently, Crampy5 says apparently House of the Dragon is safe because it's British.
Mhm.
Um, but like I said, I just think these whole strike situations is not a good. It's not a good look for the executives. But at the same time, this is also uh impacting filming and stuff which is supposed to come out in 2024, 2025. Those types of stuff. It's
Not
impacting those
not just
big.
filming, but also marketing too.
Yeah, the marketing. Yeah, exactly, marketing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I wonder how long these strikes are because it's been in the news. Would you believe, Max? BBC News actually reported on the strikes.
Oh, of
And
course.
of course, I was just like,
It's
wow.
probably going to come there soon too. It's the
Yeah,
same issues are going to arise.
yeah. And as Sir Nerdalot says,
Is
yeah,
it Degrassi? Do you have an article for that? Because that might get him in hot water. Because a lot of the directors are saying I stand by SAG, but if he's actually doing that, that's going to give him a lot of
I
bad
read that.
press.
I read that along with other movies that currently filming, they stop as soon as the strike happens.
So
Yeah, a
he's
lot.
shooting around his principal cast.
hey, Brucifer,
Hey, Bruce.
Hey, Kingdom. Hey, Christopher.
Hey, King Nerd.
Kingdom of Nerds.
No, he's the King Nerd. There may be a carve out for independent features to continue production. I also think we'll get back onto some positive topics too, but I really feel like these streamers are going to contact the resources outside the states internationally for shows that are ready to go and new opportunities for other type of projects.
Yeah.
And the international community is going to benefit while this is going down.
Oh yeah.
No, that's all right, Sir Nerdalot. We need to get you
Yeah.
on the show. We need to get you on the show.
Yes, Sir Nerdalot. Like we don't mind. Having these types of discussions because it keeps the engagement going. The show keep on going with the flow. So we don't mind that at all. And it's great conversation.
Let me actually see if I still have you on Twitter.
Although, they're talking about this in the hot mic with John Roca, Jeff Snyder. Jeff Snyder put something out about the actors, how long could survive without the strike. Say something along the line of one thing he says studio could just release their back catalog in theater. They could release like Disney right now. They're going for their 100th anniversary. They're releasing all their classics like Aladdin, Toy Story, Frozen. In
That's what they should have
theaters.
done a long time ago.
Well, no,
Yeah.
because it's for the 100th anniversary. But they
Right.
they're re-releasing their classic movies in theaters.
But the
there's something
one
like
thing,
something like say like Warner Bros. Be like, oh, for the 3 weeks, here's Superman 2, and then the Dark Knight trilogy, and then Universal. I think
but I find
Universal can re-release Back in the Future.
no,
for
but
3D.
but Gene Ned, you know what's funny is like um the fact that Zack Snyder's Justice League is being removed from YouTube, like you can't purchase it on YouTube at
Well,
all. YouTube UK, like to be specific, right? You can't purchase there, and furthermore, it's not on HBO Europe.
Right.
That's because they're going to sell it.
That's because they're gonna sell it. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're selling it. They're selling it.
to stream on other platforms. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to Netflix. It's the one or the other at this point. It's kind of a bummer for me because I was trying to purchase
This may
it.
have been a part of the plan that they wanted to start ramping up promotion, Rebel Moon, and what's the best time to start airing Zack Snyder's
Oh, yeah.
Justice League is
Mhm.
to start paying for streaming rights right before, maybe they'll
Yeah.
have it on there until December. Zack's one of Zack's last projects. It's not necessarily a bad thing.
It's not a bad thing. It's just actually it's a great thing because I'll say that, right? If it moves to Netflix, but I think Warner Brothers should have made a statement in regards to this, right?
They don't have to make a statement on it.
No,
listen, I think they could have done more when they released it, but at this point, it's been out for how long?
3
no,
years,
but
maybe?
them removing it and not saying a word basically.
They do that to everything.
Yeah.
Not everything, Max.
Lots of
Sometimes-
things. Lots of things.
No, they like when Zazzle started taking shows out the air, people didn't notice until it was like through news articles.
Yeah.
It was like there was like that one show. Was it Westworld?
Oh,
yeah, they
gifted
took out
membership.
Westworld. They took out Westworld out HBO Max without announcing they're taking it out. And then they also didn't announce of coming back. So the what's that show with Issa Rae from HBO that she made? Issa Rae
I don't know.
But okay, so that's now on Netflix. That was exclusively in HBO series. They ran for a long time, had a lot of Emmy noms, and then it's now on HBO. I mean, on Netflix.
Special shout out to the King of Nerds who gifted us some memberships. We really appreciate that, Brucifer. We're also up to 11 likes and we got 20 people watching. Well, we did have 20 people watching. So please, if you haven't already, make sure that just to make sure you're not AI, thumbs up that video. We know we got a live person on the viewer. We got to combat the AI apocalypse, and really support live people, movie talk, and great discussions, positive content, which are going to continue, including there's lots of stuff, gaming, retro, music. You just got to search for it. You got to search for it. And I'd really appreciate you thumbsing up. But let's see who was gifted a membership from Kingdom of Nerds. Plushy DX2, Ibrahim Khan, That Dude Vince is back. 187 is back. King Figure Drawing was also gifted a membership from Kingdom of Nerds. I really appreciate it. And Rational Skeptic says, get on Marvel vs. Capcom 2 tonight. Bro.
You've been asked. Can you stop asking?
I would, except it's not on Xbox. He buys it on
PC.
MicrosoftStore.com, which I doubt is going to let me download on my Xbox if I buy it there, and I don't want to waste the $10. I also have it. I have it on Dreamcast, and I have it on my original Xbox hard drive.
Speaking of which, I had that game on Retro Pi.
Yes, cool.
What's it called? Rational saying I was playing it on Xbox.
I It's hard to believe. Okay. I would love that, bro. I love Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I actually prefer Marvel vs. Capcom 1 over 2.
Yeah, I had that. I had the first one too. I love that
So-
Marvel's Capcom.
So I'm planning something for MME. So I want to make this announcement now. It's a gaming tournament, right?
Okay.
It's for PlayStation users only.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll be doing an Injustice 2 tournament.
Mm.
So if any of you guys want to participate in that,
Isn't it crossplay?
no, it's not crossplay.
Oh.
Injustice 2 isn't crossplay. More Kombat is, but Injustice 2, I feel we can get more people to play. And Injustice 2 is superhero stuff.
Okay.
So
Yeah, I like
it'd be
superhero.
yeah, so it'd be good to have a discussion.
All right, awesome. I would love Mortal Kombat 1.
Oh, send me one. Send me a code.
No,
too.
no. I'm an Xbox bro. He doesn't, he likes Xbox bros. He's against PlayStation. Sorry, bros. I'm both. Okay, let me send a link to Axel.
Axel,
You can be a
Axel, come
Nintendo
on.
guy too, and be in a PlayStation.
I'm in
guy.
every.
I'm-
I don't. See,
I'm a PC and PlayStation guy.
See, there you go.
Xbox PC. Okay.
I'm a PC
Alright.
PlayStation guy, so
Oh, that's
I
cool.
play my PC games. So I have got some really cool games on
So-
PC.
Yeah. To get back, that would be great, Taladia. Thanks for the
Yes.
announcement. To
Yes.
get back to good positive things that happened this week. Speaking of Xbox, they
Yo, what's
Had a-
up, guys?
hey Axel.
Hey, Axel.
Hey, Axel.
How we all
Uh,
doing? This is a pretty early stream for you guys. For
Yeah,
Max.
yeah.
Actually, it's an hour early, so don't worry,
Yeah.
Axel.
Oh crap! It's only 11:29 a.m. for me. Okay.
It's only
So,
2:20.
so
2:29.
Xbox won a lawsuit, or is starting to get positive things from the judge about FTC filings, so they can actually buy Activision,
Yes.
which is a good thing for some people. Some people have an issue with it. Listen, Sony's done stuff too where they've done exclusives, so it's fair game. Ultimately, I really promote Game Pass. Even if you have a PlayStation, if you have enough money to get like a Series S2 and get Game Pass, it's well worth it. And I've saved so much money not buying new games because they're coming to Game Pass. It's a really good program. You could do a lot of gaming for a little bit of money monthly, and I think it's working better than the movie streaming services at this time, the PlayStation Plus, and it also can help a little bit with game preservation. Sometimes they bring back a game you weren't thinking of, like even the PlayStation one. I didn't upgrade the PlayStation Plus, but they had some PSP games on there that you can only do with the premium. And then they brought back GoldenEye on Xbox.
Yeah.
So there's some great stuff in there. So I take that as a win. I'm gonna say Xbox Activision merger.
The only problem is the UK is blocking it.
Well,
Right
no,
now.
no, there was an update. There was an update that the judge Oh, the-
Overruled it.
I don't know. I have to do more research. I was watching an Xbox podcast earlier. So I know the UK was giving some issues with that, but I thought there was an update in the UK fight too, because it would actually help. The biggest concern was Call of Duty get on other platforms. It would actually, if the merger would go through, it'd actually be on more platforms if Microsoft owned Activision, because they release it on multiple things. No, for people that buy games new, it does save, Degrassi. Since I
No, it
actually did not buy certain games because I knew they're going to Game Pass.
No,
Yeah,
but
you
you
like-
know, there's also a bit of a sad news I want to bring up, and that is Major Nelson leaving Xbox.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, this
Who?
isn't sad news podcast.
Who's he?
I know.
I
Go
didn't
on.
know that.
I don't know who the guy is. Who's Nick
He's
Major
a-
Nelson?
Major Nelson is basically one of the head honchos of Xbox, right? He's bigger than Phil Spencer, I would say.
Who?
Right? He was there at the beginning of Xbox. Am I
Was
right?
you on
Mac?
like when the first Halo, like since the first Halo
Yeah,
release?
since the
Whoa.
first Halo. Yeah,
Wow.
Mm.
and he's leaving the company after a very long time. It's pretty much like how Sean Layden,
You put some steak sauce on that?
Nah.
what's it
Nah.
called? It's pretty much like that guy from Nintendo, Sean Layden, I think it is. All right, Jeff or
I think
Oh,
so. You talking about
the
Sean?
yeah, the
Yeah,
Nintendo guy. Yeah,
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 yeah. I
he
heard
left.
about he left too.
Yeah, he left Nintendo. Remember?
Damn, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah, a few years back. So
Yeah,
so it's all the big OGs are leaving the companies now, and it's crazy.
it is.
Okay, so that's two things right there. Xbox Activision merger has got an update. It's looking more positive that it's going to go through. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning hitting theaters. Um,
Oh, okay. Rational got it right. Rational corrected me. It's Reggie. Reggie, yes, Reggie.
Yeah,
Reggie
oh
Reggie.
yeah,
Fils-Aimé.
that's
Reggie.
what I'm thinking of, Reggie.
Yeah, sorry, I was getting confused between the two. Sorry, yeah,
Yeah,
it's
Reggie
Reggie.
Oh,
was
yeah.
the one that left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that
Reggie,
Mission
Reggie.
Impossible, I'm thinking of watching the new one in theaters. Do I need to watch any of the other ones, like for context?
I don't
I've
know.
only seen Fallout, but
I think they're like standalone each. But I don't know. There's like a
Uh,
linear story.
If I was you, Axel, just jump straight into it because
okay.
you don't need to worry about
it
you know
helps though.
Yeah.
it does help, but
Maybe if you want to watch some recap videos on YouTube of Mission Impossible, there's probably 3 or 5 minute videos. Or if you are going to start, I would just start with 3
Okay.
instead of watching the first 2. I don't think the first 2 are necessary.
Okay.
The first one was great. I like the first one.
Yeah. Well, I like the first one too, but third one's really where it hit its stride for me, I think.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
the third one because and the fourth one too. The first one was the fisticuffs.
Yeah.
No, that's the fifth. That was
That's the fifth one. Oh wow, I must be off.
No,
I'm
the
well
fourth.
off.
The fourth was when Tom Cruise climbed the world's tallest building in Dubai.
Right.
That was also Brad Bird's first live action movie he directed.
Oh, okay.
There are some other great things before I forget. Deadpool Wolverine picks this week.
Ooh.
And James Gunn coming right under the gun and announcing stuff right before the actor strike. He announced a bunch of casting right before the actor strike went through. So those are some other positive things. I know I had a hot take on it that I'm concerned more that it's becoming like an ensemble film than Superman.
Yeah, well, I think those are just going to be little cameos. I'm not really worried about that.
Okay. I still think it's going to be good, but the reason I'm so critical of this specific choice is because the other heroes in the DCU did not continue because we were told that we need a new vision of Superman. But it feels like really just a launching, to me, right now, a launching of all his characters, which is, it's going to happen, but it's just, I thought we are supposed to get a really amazing version of Superman that couldn't be done with Cavill.
Mhm.
And so far, it's just he's 10 years younger. And we have a bunch of new characters. And I just don't trust the studio because they've introduced a bunch of characters before that we get no conclusions for. But other than that, the castings were solid. I like who they got for the roles.
I mean, casting is solid, right? Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But I just think they need to finish what they started, in my opinion. Right? Just make 2 films, just to finish off Zack's trilogy, and you're fine. Because people then will come on board for the DCU. Because that's the way I see it, right? Because if, I think if they because the DCU, the way things are right now, the way they announce things, yeah, it's great, but I think it would have been bigger if there was no actor strike, if there was no writer strike. Imagine this at Comic Con. Imagine how big it would be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Why are you leaving, CJH? Because I'm talking about comic book movies. Is that the reason why?
But you're talking about Snyder stuff, so that's what you're listening.
I'm trying to see if there's another. So we got 4 things to vote on there. Is there something else that I missed?
What else is there?
Check.
I'm gonna bring up something else. I'm gonna bring up
Yeah.
TMNT Mutant Mayhem hype.
Uh-oh.
And
You
here's
know I
an
love my
article.
turtles.
I'm gonna go see it opening weekend,
Oh,
and I think the audiences are gonna reward it. Hold on.
Access says he'll be back. Don't worry.
Okay. I was very worried. Thank you.
No.
Okay. Mutant Mayhem director promises Shredder in the sequel. Now that might be a disappointment, but
No.
I would have preferred Shredder be in the first one, but I think that because of the format of this project, they already have the 3D models done. I also think there's a bigger chance of financial success because it's 3D and animated, that the sequel is more likely than if they reboot it again in live action. And I have to look at the budget of this TMNT Mutant Mayhem. But they have plans. They have plans. What's that?
It's
What's
80 million.
That's great. These animated movies that are having the most success this year are Mario, Across the Spider-Verse, and I'm telling you, this is going to be another one. I don't think it's going to get to $1 billion, but I think it's going to be a worldwide success, and it's going to be extremely profitable based on that budget.
Well, you're speaking,
and that's probably why the last TMNT movies didn't do well, is because when they were live action and the cast, I'm sure. Well, let me see the budget of the last TMNT. What was it called? Out of the Shadows. TMNT Out of the Shadows budget.
I mean, the budget was going to be big because it's all motion captures. And live action, and also it was a Michael Bay production. A lot of people are fans of Michael Bay. They were only resisting.
Okay, it was 135 million. That's less than I thought it would be, but that's still when you get a movie under 80 million. This is the way. Blue Jay, were you here, Blue Jay? Oh,
he just turned up.
I thought the Campia.
No, he's
Blue Jay. Blue Jay. There are successes in the movie business this year, and people aren't focusing enough. Mario was not just an anomaly. Across the Spider-Verse proves it too. If you make a really good animated movie with a smaller budget and it's quality and it has style and it's an IP movie too. All these are IP movies and animated.
Okay, but what about
I would totally be investing in animated IP movies instead of live action. And I'm telling you, TMNT is going to be the next success story of 2023, especially with that budget. What do you think, Blue Jay?
Well, okay, well, before he chime in, what about what happened to Elemental? Because that was a bomb.
Yes, Elemental is its original IP by Pixar.
Yes.
At least it made more than the Flash, though.
Yeah, it did make more than the Flash. It's complicated. I think you got to have more fun. I think Pixar movies are good, but they haven't had that fun element. You know, that high end fun. Like these movies that are succeeding.
Fun.
I mean, just an abundance of fun and Easter eggs, and for these franchises.
Like doing Cars, Toy Stories.
Yeah, they do Easter eggs all the time.
I know. I still enjoy the Pixar movies. I'm still looking forward to seeing Elemental. I'm just saying the fun factor isn't as high as compared to Mario, Across the Spider-Verse, and these other animated films. The fun factor seems to be a little bit higher for me personally. That's subjective. I'm not saying there's not fun to be had with Elemental. I'm saying the last few Pixar movies have been very good, but there's just something. Okay, Turning Red was a lot of fun, sir. Yeah, I watched most of it. I didn't finish it. Yeah, go ahead.
There you go, ahead, senior nerd.
Senior nerd.
Right.
Are you gonna speak? I thought you were saying something.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Yeah. I'm saying Lightyear, that's a spinoff. That was the Buzz Lightyear solo movie, and that didn't do well either.
True.
So there's a original IP, there's an IP, recognizable, based on what well-known character. Didn't do well.
Was the fun factor high with that, or was it just? I don't think it was. I don't think it had that magic formula that the Toy Story. Now I like it better than Toy Story movies, Lightyear, personally, because it was a very sci-fi movie.
Yes, it's a science fiction movie with Buzz Lightyear, one of the most popular character in the
right. But I don't think the fun factor was as high as the Toy Story movies, the banter and all that.
I was saying keep your left. I don't Ninja Turtles in the movies.
Hey, DL.
DL?
Hello, DL. The heat's getting to people's internets.
F to DL. Do you come in?
He's probably going to reconnect.
Okay. Well, what's your thoughts on this animated situation at the box office, Blue Jay? There's something happening there. It's consistent to me. I see it.
I mean, I just say, just make good movies, really. Mario did so well because, it's an IP film still, but it is pretty much the first animated film to make $1 billion since Frozen 2. That came out, 4 years ago or 3 years ago or something like that. Still, but it's still an animated film. It's still climbing the box office.
That literally came out before COVID, so before the pandemic.
And also you have Spider-Verse. That's a given. The first one was amazing. It's a given. It's gonna make more money. And Elemental is an interesting story, really. So it came at a very packed time, but it's not doing as well as many Pixar films or the other movies, but it is kind of it's having its own legs, really. It's staying at the top 5 or at least the top 10 or whatever, and it even made more money than The Flash globally, which is correct. Which is
are we talking
amazing.
About Elemental?
Yeah, Elemental worldwide made more than The Flash.
I'm surprised that's doing well. It's a surprise. Frozen, it's the highest Disney movie since Frozen.
I mean, the
thing is 2019.
Everybody makes this whole big conspiracy hubbub, panic attack about Pixar going downhill or whatever. You can say whatever.
You can play about Chayka because he was when he put first in charge, he put pretty much all the Pixar new releases on Disney Plus.
I still don't get how Red. What was it? Turning Red?
Turning Red.
Why would that even go to streaming? That's a dumb.
Turning Red's a good movie too.
And with Lightyear, the one factor was I think nobody didn't know, even from the first trailer, nobody knows if Lightyear was going to be on Disney Plus until through press release.
Everybody was confused. Is it is it Lightyear was okay, but was it a Toy Story sequel with Buzz Lightyear or something? It's
to be honest, people being confused. That's on them, really. Just let them be confused
but it wasn't. It's just it looked like it's.
We already had Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Why would they try to do something different?
I love that show.
I love that show too.
That show is not on Disney Plus for whatever reason. I don't know if it's a right issue.
I was also. Did you say what was the budget for? Did they ever reveal the budget for TMNT?
80 million.
80. That's actually.
It's probably 100 million because it's probably
they can't do promotion now because they're actually on strike. So
if anyone's just getting here, we have 23 people watching and 13 likes. Help us get to 30 likes, everyone, on this stream. That's a goal we have, even on the replay.
Soul was a good Pixar movie. That is true. Crampy.
Yeah.
It was.
Did they ever hold on? Did they ever reveal the box office tracking? Because I'm gonna look that up right now.
I don't think they have
Oh,
for
they
animation.
did. They did. According to Box Office Pro, I just looked it up. Tracking for this is coming out in August 2nd, so that's on a Wednesday. So in
Damn.
terms of the 3-day tracking, $27 to $36 million. But 5-day, 37 to 49.
What?
So those are like the trackings for this particular movie.
It's
So
probably. I mean, we probably get the tracking by the end of this week, by the next week.
There you go.
But I think animation is doing animation so far. The box office is doing well, so I think, and like the new Ninja Turtle movie is gonna do good.
I actually let me see if I can find some tracking of that, and then we'll start getting the voting. Blue Jay, do you have anything prepared for tonight?
Maybe actually. I mean, I think I have so much stuff I had. Ooh, let's see.
By the way, I finally saw Across the Spider-Verse on Monday.
You did? Oh, interesting.
It's amazing. It's across. So Into the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse became my. As soon as I saw it, I didn't see it in theaters because I was in the hospital around the time the movie came out. But when I finally saw it, it became my favorite Spider-Man movie. It became my anime movie. Then No Way Home became my favorite Spider-Man movie. But still, Into the Spider-Verse was my favorite anime movie. Across Spider-Verse not only is my favorite Spider-Man movie, and my new favorite anime movie, it made it my favorite superhero movie of all time. I was shaken, not shaken, but like I was like in awe how great the movie was. Like just like the first like frame, and like and then when like if you see the movie where Gwen Stacy was pounding at the drums and doing her monologue, that was by then I was like in love with it.
It's a great movie. Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to bring up the TMNT Mutant Mayhem box office projections according to Box Office Pro. I think it's going to surpass this. I'm not saying $1 billion. I think it's going to make 400 million worldwide, and that's going to be a success for this budget, is my guess.
Is that the domestic?
Yeah, this is just the I'd say 400 or 500 million worldwide.
400 million is very good for an animation movie.
For a movie that's under 100 million to make, that's a huge success.
And for a Ninja Turtle movie, yeah, that's also really good.
So Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Mutant Mayhem, Paramount Pictures, August 2nd. I'm going to see it. 3-day opening, 27 to 36 million range. I would say it's going to be the high end. I think it might pass 40 million. 5-day, I say it's going to pass 50 billion. I think this is. I've seen some clip outs from it, and the banter and the animation style is just really high.
Oh my god, I
love
the
literally
turtles.
the same animation style as the Across the Spider-Man to
It's
Spider-Man.
very similar. Very similar.
Yeah.
The banter between the 4 turtles, it's amazing. It's like these are the turtles. I'm like, yeah, these are Leo and Mikey and Ralph and Leo talking to each other.
Mm-hmm.
It's so damn good.
Oh yeah, I should definitely. I know Arcane's really highly regarded, and my wife watched it without me, and I just never watched it. But I was enjoying it. I saw the very beginning, and I heard that one really takes a long time to produce the sequel.
Well, animation. Well, technically, if you do cartoons, animation takes a long time to produce. That's the reason why a lot of Marvel or DC animation gets delayed, because it just takes 2 to 3 years to make it perfectly good, great.
Yeah. Let me see if I could, and then we'll get to voting here.
If it does 400 million, it will definitely get a sequel no matter what.
I can see making like at least 300 million. That's still
or
pretty
even
decent.
if it makes 300 million, it will get a sequel.
I'll show you what on. Let me see if I can find just the clip. First clip, here it is. We'll go slow motion to take a look at this, because I don't want to get a claim or anything. But you got to see the animation here. It's so good.
Yeah. I mean, with Car Spiders, there was like different animated. Oh yeah. Right.
Oh, let me fix this to. All right. We'll just do a quick. The style is just so great. I hope the toys look good too. That's the other thing, that the toys look very different.
Dia, are you doing a review for this next month?
Yeah, he
Look
is
at
doing
that.
his Oh yeah, that's
Okay,
That's
the
definitely
white
the old
eyes.
school.
The white
white
eyes. That's the perfect choice because that's from the original comics.
Yeah, but
There's
they
also
change it. They change it here and there.
There's also the callback to the action figures too.
Look at
Yeah,
that.
look at it. Yeah, and also the
You know, I don't even think you
from,
even got that for any of the live action movies, like the White Eyes.
No, we never
No.
did. They always do that.
Not even the Michael Bay one. So like,
Well,
Yeah.
the thing that's interesting about this, they don't stick to this white eyes. They'll change back and forth for different moods for different scenes. Like this
Yeah,
is an intense scene. This clip out, they're acting like they're gonna crack some skulls of the Foot Clan, and then basically, I'm not gonna spoil it here, but then he reads a grocery list from Splinter,
yes.
and then they change. Then they change to these eyes. You
And
see?
they talk like kids.
That's the joke.
Yeah.
And the other thing, and then like Leo was like he was like doing like the serious voice, like he talked like Batman.
And I like how different the turtles are in this incarnation. Like, look, I like how Raph's bandanas goes on his whole head. Very different styles. They really
The other thing I'm kind of annoyed is like because of the Michael Bay right there, because of the Michael Bay Ninja Turtles, now almost every live like we see now Donatello with glasses.
Oh yeah,
Running with glasses. I never thought.
Yeah, since Michael Bay, Donatello's not gonna have glasses because he's the nerd. Because Donatello does machines. So
that was
he has to wear
before. That was
Yeah,
before
it's
Michael
annoying.
Bay.
Yeah.
That was
No. He
before
never
Michael
wore
Bay.
glasses.
No, he didn't wear glasses before the Michael Bay.
Oh, I thought it was.
No.
What's your favorite incarnation of Turtles so far?
The 2003 show.
Yes, DL. I'm with you.
I like the I like the
Listen, which one?
I like
The
the 2012
Nickelodeon
show.
one? You like the Nickelodeon one?
I got to watch the 2012 show.
I like the.
I
86.
watched.
That's what people always say. They like the 2003 one, the 2012 one, and the 1990 movies. That's what they all do. That's what
I never.
The only
you
one
go
that
see
people
that.
don't like for whatever reasons, the Michael Bay ones, and that's it. That's the only.
I think the Michael Bay ones were okay.
Yeah,
There were
they're
certain
not
things.
horrible.
There
No,
were certain
I'll say-
things.
I'll
I
say
didn't
the
like
first one,
Shredder.
the
in
first
that. I
one.
didn't like Shredder.
The first one.
Shredder back out. You remember Shredder was going to play by the guy from the Dark Knight, the banker. He was going to be Shredder, but the people got so upset. So they reshoot. They cast a Japanese actor for Shredder.
I
It's-
remember that stuff. I never.
2003 Turtles is getting a re-release.
Of course, every studio.
No, it's actually it was really hard to get forever. I have the DVD sets from 2003, and they're like some of the DVDs were over $100 just for one DVD.
Why you didn't sell it?
Because they were low print. What?
Why you didn't sell it?
Well, because I didn't know if they'd ever re-release it.
Now
it's probably not gonna be as much. But I'm debating on whether to get it's $60 on Amazon.
What about the 87 series? Like the 87 one?
I have some of those discs. I
don't like the 80s
I grew up
show.
with that. I grew up with that. But I gotta say my favorite is the Nickelodeon 2012. That was like really good.
Yeah,
And, like,
2007 one was pretty good.
And also like the influence of anime with the expressions was
Yeah.
great, and how they like reimagine like certain classic characters like with April and with Casey and
Karai.
Karai and Kangs. What they did with the Kangs was also great.
They didn't have all the episodes, Anthony, back in the day. Early YouTube, when I bought them, they did not have all the episodes.
Oh yeah, there used to be a channel where you see the 2003 Turtles.
They sure did. I remember
Yeah.
watching some of them.
But yeah, the 2002 was really good. They had a great story arc. I still haven't seen the crossover with the 87 Turtles.
That's the best one. That is the most best one. I like the.
I know, and
crossover.
it was weird because Rob Paulson, he voices Donatello in 2012 in the Nickelodeon. And
Yep.
of course, the original Raphael, 87. So he does double voices.
Yes.
In that, and that's great. It's so
Imagine-
great.
Imagine they did an Animaniacs one where they had a crossover between the
Man,
93 and the
got a
20.
revival.
Yeah,
but
and
and
20
also, and what's so great about the crossover was because they brought the original voice actors from the 87. They couldn't
Yep.
do it for Charles Forever.
No, they couldn't do it because
For some reason, they couldn't get the original voice actors when they did the crossover with the 87 and the 2003.
and I have that movie too. I have the
somebody
Charles
forgot
Forever.
about the
A lot of people
2007.
give crap to that because they thought that they were dunking on the 87 Charles. I didn't think they were dunking on it. It was because it was two different style and you know,
Right.
personalities. Like the 2003 Charles was more serious, and the 87 was a samurai cartoon. in the
It was
80s.
goofy. I can tell you
It was
that.
goofy. It was
Yeah,
meant to be goofy.
Yeah.
And the 2003, there was some goofiness, but they were being more serious. So that's why the personality class, he was like, oh, they're making like the 87 Charles was stupid. No, it was stupid. Shredder, the 87 Shredder, wasn't menacing. He was a
goofball.
loser. He was a
goofball.
loser. He had Be About Rocksteady were idiots. And he was taking orders from Kang.
Yeah.
So yeah, I didn't feel like they were betraying 87 Turtles. I was like, no, that's how the 87 Turtles were.
Oh,
And then part where they brought the Mirage comic Turtles, the black and white guys came in, and they were all serious and they were like freaking out. That was great.
I have to watch
like
the
that.
2007
That was great.
movie again. I have it.
The 2007 movie was my introduction to Turtles. Actually,
Okay.
I saw that movie. I was 7 years old. I saw that movie in the theater with my mom, and then I really liked the movie. It was like 2007 was like the year where I got introduced to Transformers and Turtles. Mostly Transformers, but Turtles was like I didn't got into Turtles until like maybe a little bit until the 2012 show. I've always loved the animated movie 2007 one. I think it's underrated. I feel because it's not really talked about as much.
I still haven't seen it.
Go ahead, Senior Nerd.
Well, I said I still haven't seen it because I didn't like the animation of it a bit. It looks very low budget.
Yeah,
I know
it was low budget.
Yeah, and I know that it was Sarah Michelle Gellar voices April, and then I think
Chris Evans plays Casey Jones.
Yeah, he played Crazy Jones. I don't think did Patrick Stewart voices Shredder?
Oh no, it was different characters. Shredder wasn't in that movie after all.
And then it was somewhat connected to the live action 90s cartoon, the live action Turtles, or no?
It was connected. It was connected.
It was trying to be like a standalone fourth installment to the original movies or something like that, but it's being its own thing. It's like one of those movies where you're like, it's the Ninja Turtles. You don't have to know like their origins or whatever.
I would totally be down for a fan film to redo the Muppet TMNT. I would love it.
Yeah,
the Muppet Turtles were great. The Muppet Turtles, they were great.
I mean, if I was in charge of the studio, that's what I would have them do.
That would never happen. Isn't Muppets owned by Disney?
Well, I don't know how the rights work.
Oh, that's true. Yeah,
no,
that's true.
It was actually
Jim Henson. Jim
Henson
Henson did
shot.
it. It doesn't necessarily like everything Jim Henson touched doesn't necessarily own Disney.
Right.
I don't know. I don't know how that works.
No, Sesame Street is not owned by Disney.
Claudia, what's your favorite TMNT?
90s.
90s?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good choice.
Anthony, what's your favorite?
I said the cartoon from 2000 in the 1990 series.
Okay. I want to watch the 3D one on Nickelodeon. Again, I watched the season or two.
I heard good things about that one, but I haven't watched it.
There's ones that came out in the last few years that look awful to me. And then I saw clips on Twitter where the animation was very fluid. It's like very different animation. You guys know what I'm talking about? The most recent.
No, which
Oh,
one?
Rise of the Turtles. Rise of Ninja Turtles.
Rise of the
Yeah.
Turtle.
But there
Oh,
were
yeah,
some
I haven't seen
amazing
that one.
clips I've heard. Amazing clips I've seen. I was like, really?
Oh yeah,
It's
that,
unreal.
Apparently, I didn't see. I didn't. People that were not going to be into Rise of the Turtles because they canceled the 2000. They canceled 2012 Ninja Turtles for Rise of the Ninja Turtles.
it wasn't canceled.
This is why.
Hey, Rhea.
I didn't think it was
Hello, Ray.
canceled. I think it
That's
ended
because of
on
toy.
I think it had a conclusion. It had like an extra season where it's just them doing whatever they want. So I think it had like 6 seasons, but
Oh God,
5
Anthony.
out of the 6 were
I
like
didn't even know there
ended.
was one of that.
Yes, it
Oh,
was.
no.
Jesus.
No.
Yes.
Here we go.
Oh my God. I
Oh
do
my
not want to see that at all. I don't want to see it at all.
No, you actually your life will
There
change.
was a live action TMNT show where they had a
Yes.
girl
Oh,
turtle.
the next
Yes, I
mutation
think
with
it's
Mona
called-
Lisa.
Yeah, Mona Lisa.
I did not
with-
know that. I didn't know that.
I didn't.
Yes,
I heard it was horrible though.
The female Ninja Turtle.
As a kid, I like it, but if you go, it was very cringy.
A female
it-
Ninja Turtle. That would be interesting to do.
It was like a live action. It's like a live action turtle series, but it felt more like watching Popeye.
I mean, it was pretty much like it was trying to be like Power Rangers. It came out like on Fox. It came out right after Power Rangers. Like at I forgot which, not Mighty Morphin, but and it was a crossover between that live action Ninja Turtles and I think Power Rangers in Space.
Yeah.
Anthony,
If I
what
remember-
the hell, bro? April
Yeah.
O'Neil playing April. I don't know what that means.
Okay.
I know what that means.
There's a corn star named that.
Yes.
Apparently.
Jesus.
Yeah, she's a nerd. She's a big nerd. She likes all the geek stuff. She named herself.
I didn't know this. Helpful
up.
tip for anyone lonely this Saturday night. There's a April
He
O'Neil.
said tip.
Hey, you're right,
There's an April O'Neil corn star that
Yes.
played April O'Neil.
Yeah.
The more
Well,
you
she
know, MME, the more you know. I had
But,
no idea.
Speaking of like the 2012 Nickelodeon Ninja Turtles, remember when the guy from American Pie who voices Leonardo had to leave the show because he was being gross on Twitter?
No.
Remember?
I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know that.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
so-
isn't that the dude that got replaced with like Seth Green or whatever?
Yeah, so he was the voice of Leo, right? And he said some stuff on Twitter that was very offensive. Not like James Gunn stuff that got him fired, but like he was being gross on Twitter.
Okay.
And then there was some
Oh.
accusation from his ex-wife, and then so Nickelodeon fired him, and so they replaced with Seth Green. But what they did was, I think it was season 2 was his last season, and it ended with Leo getting beat up by the Foot Clan. And then the episode of the season 3 premiere, he's recovered. He's in like a coma, and he's like beat up, and then Charles tried to save him, and he came out, and now because he was so beat up, his voice now changed because his voice box got crushed, so he's now talk like this, and why he
'Cause
sounds.
that's always the funniest thing, because like when Leo got like recovered and stuff, like why does he sound like Chris Griffin? He sustained damage to his throat. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So he all raspy, all like, oh yeah.
Yeah, so that's how they changed the voice actors.
Okay. Well, it's time to vote. Enough turtle talk. Woo. It was good. It was good. Well, it lasted, but we're an hour in. We didn't vote.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
excited
the
about
Turtles
Turtles.
is the future.
Okay, so let me recap. The great news this week is not the strike, even though there's some
Well, that
YouTubers
should be
on
news.
there.
That should be.
Why
news.
would you
But
count
that's
that
not
great news?
positive. That's not positive.
It is positive. 'Cause the
Why?
writers, the
Well,
writers want to get fair paid and stuff. That is a positive.
Supporting them, yeah.
I like
All right,
turtles.
you can vote for that if you want. If you could justify that, if it wins, it wins. I guess whatever.
All
Okay,
right,
so
Anthony
here's
wants to.
Xbox Activision merger.
Damn.
Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning hitting theaters. Deadpool Wolverine picks. James Gunn casting for Superman Legacy. TMNT Mutant Mayhem animation hype for 2023 and the projections. So I will go first. Because it's not just a rumor, there's visual proof. This isn't just a rumor from a movie. I have to say the Deadpool Wolverine picks. Wow. We remember when we used to think this is eventually what we wanted in the Fox universe, or those old school
23 years
Marvel
ago,
fans before the MCU, and we're getting it. And Hugh Jackman still looks great.
Yes.
And we're getting the definitive Wolverine and the definitive Deadpool together, along with all the other surprises in that movie. I'm going number 1, Deadpool Wolverine picks in the yellow suit.
You saw the set photos where there's the 20th Century Fox logo in ruins?
No, that's a spoiler.
It's not
It's
a
not
spoiler.
spoiler
It's
everywhere.
not really-
How is that
I
a
mean, that's not surprised because every Deadpool movie always joke about Fox being broke as fuck, and they
It's
can't afford
multi-
the X-Men actor. Yeah, it's not surprised.
Okay.
It's probably gonna make fun of Fox now that it's bought by Disney. And we have
I
a big
don't
budget.
think it's not gonna make fun of it's gonna be like
It's a meta joke.
no, hold on. It's gonna be like a wrap up for the Fox universe. A proper
Yeah.
wrap.
But it's like it's inside the void, the thing that we saw.
Senior Nerd, Anthony went off a tangent. By the time I get to the next person, I'm going to have to say them
No, I
all
already
again.
know it. Yeah, I was say that.
Jeff, what do you think? What would be your number 1 story this week? We got the Xbox Activision merger, Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, Deadpool Wolverine picks, James Gunn casting everyone besides Superman, TMNT in animation hype. He cast Superman too, but everyone but Lex he cast. What do you think? What's your number 1 story
Because
this
he's
week?
getting a big actor for that one.
My number 1 pick, I had to go with Deadpool.
Deadpool Wolverine?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, cool. Blue Jay.
This image.
No. That's disturbing. That's disturbing.
Actually, I'm surprised y'all didn't pick Ahsoka.
Oh, the new Ahsoka trailer. That's
yeah.
true.
Yeah. That would be my numbers.
It's okay. That Ahsoka trailer was awesome because I was like, oh my gosh, this is basically a sequel to Rebels. I love that fucking show.
Rebel season.
Okay. All right, so we got 2 for Deadpool, Wolverine, 1 for Ahsoka. Talati, what do you say?
I was gonna say Deadpool 3.
Deadpool 3, Hugh Jackman. Yeah. Okay. Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Deadpool.
Deadpool. Not the strike that was extremely positive that you were trying to.
I mean, it's a good thing. I mean, yeah, for like obviously. I mean, if there was like a number 6 slot, then yeah.
All right. Senior Nerd.
I mean, look at my new icon. Look at it. That's my pick.
So you're going with Ahsoka.
Yes.
No. That looks great. Doesn't that look great?
Oh my god! It just if he has the mask, that's.
I don't think he needs the mask.
That reminded me of the '92 X-Men cartoon.
Yeah,
that's what's supposed to be.
Yeah,
that's what's meant.
Well, he has the mask. It's just that he's doing stunt work. If he put the mask, he's just gonna fall over.
I don't know, but we'll see. But it looks so damn good. I was like, that one line in X-Men 2000. We prefer yellow spandex, and here we are. We got it. We finally got it.
Here's That Boy 22's rating for this week. TMNT hype number 5, Superman casting, Deadpool 3 at number 3, Mission Impossible at number 2, 1 Activision Microsoft deal officially happening. Okay, we'll go with Senior Nerd for the. All right, so Wolverine 1 for number 1 and Deadpool 3. What's your number 2 pick for this week, Senior Nerd?
The Superman casting.
The Superman casting?
Yes. I know people are afraid. I know what people were. I believe James Gunn. I don't think they're gonna take over because these are superheroes, but they're not gonna be overshadow Superman.
Okay.
I mean, this is not like he's casting Batman or Wonder Woman. He's casting, I don't say low levels, but these are people like it's still Superman. Mm-hmm. Like Hawkgirl is not going to outstate Superman. Mephisto definitely is not going to outshow Superman in his own movie. These are I think it's gonna like show that this is a world that's already established for superheroes, and maybe they already formed the Justice League, or maybe a version of the JSL, the Justice Leagues of the Justice Society of America. Probably. I'm excited to see the bowl haircut for Nathan Fillion as Guy. So I think the casting is great. Yeah, and now the strike is happening. We're not gonna know who's gonna play Lex and the other Superman characters as well. And oh, by the way, I saw the first episode of My Adventures with Superman on YouTube.
Okay. Cool.
It's good.
All right. We need like a time limit for sooner he goes on.
Yeah.
Great stuff though, Sooner. I have a new development in my house too. You know how Kelly doesn't like the kitty. Well, the kitty
she
has
breaks everything. Yeah.
the kitty has figured out that she likes to antagonize Kelly now. So she comes down the steps and like does a little dance fire, and then she hisses at the dog and then puts her paw out to get her started. Callie almost lost her shit trying to jump over the couch the first time she did. So Momo is antagonizing Callie now, which she deserves it after all this barking. Okay, our kitty.
You have a cat.
Yes. Okay, so no, you can't. Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Superman casting.
Superman casting. Okay,
yeah, that's gonna be good. Also, I don't like people keep saying, "Oh, they're gonna overshine." No, they're not. They just there. Like people keep forgetting that James Gunn set up the Thanos thing in the Guardians movie, so it's just there for cameos and to help Superman, whoever he's taking down. That's it.
Claudia, you go next. What do you think your number 2 for this week?
It's hard. What's it between?
I need your super James Gunn Superman casting, TMNT and animation hype, Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning hitting theaters, Xbox Activision merger, Ahsoka trailer 2.
I'm gonna say James Gunn's Superman. That's my pick.
The casting. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Blue Jay, what do you think?
I'm gonna go with. No, I'm gonna stick to Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Okay. Jeff.
I'm gonna go with James Gunn casting.
James Gunn Superman casting. Okay. Axel.
Yeah. So what are the options?
Our options are Xbox Activision merger has given the go ahead. Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning hitting theaters. James Gunn casting Superman.
I'm gonna choose Mission Impossible. I'm gonna be seeing that in like in 2 hours or something.
Oh wow, cool.
Oh cool.
Yeah, right.
I was gonna go with the TMNT and animation hype of 2023. I think it's a success story. I think people should be paying more attention to it and giving it more credit than they are. But I'm going to go with Blue Jay and go with Ahsoka. That trailer was really good. But that means the James Gunn Superman casting gets number 2 for this week. Okay, so let's do number 3. I'll start it off.
Spider-Man.
I was gonna maybe do Ahsoka again, but I'm going with TMNT hype and animation hype for 2023. A lot of older entertainment fans need to get on board with animation. I know animation's been around a long time, but more projects need to maybe switch to an animation project, I think. I don't think it should erase live action, but there's just some type of projects that they should consider animation. And I think it'll diversify what they deliver to the audience. There's a lot of success there. So I'm going with there, and I'm really hyped for TMNT, except for April. She's just okay. TMNT, Mutant Mayhem. I'm not against her or anything, but the turtles look great.
Hater. I'm fine.
Axel.
Turtles.
Turtles. Senior Nerd.
I'm going with the Microsoft acquisition.
Okay.
I think that's a good idea. I mean, it's cool if they have all the Call of Duties on Game Pass.
Oh
So
yeah.
far, I have Modern Warfare, and I play and Warzone was free, but yeah, it's cool if they bring back all the classics there. Yeah, I could play them.
Okay. Anthony.
I'm gonna go with Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. Okay.
Ahsoka Tano.
Taladia. We got Ahsoka. We got Turtles. Mutant Mayhem Animation Hype. Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
Yeah, that's right.
Xbox merger.
Yes.
Can I add a new one? Can I add
Oh,
something
you
else?
had to make it difficult. Okay, sure.
I'm gonna put in there My Adventure with Superman.
Okay.
Yeah, the first episode was good. Although it'll get used to with like how it's very much an anime influence.
Okay, Spider-Man, what are you picking?
My Adventures with Spider-Man. I mean Superman.
Okay.
Mm.
Jeff, what are you picking?
TMNT.
Woo! TMNT in Animation Hype. I'm really looking forward to it. Hold on, I'm going to ask my wife.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. How's everybody's day today?
Oh, I've been good.
Yeah.
Good.
That's some fun.
She's unsure.
Okay,
I
we'll
might be
add that
singing that along. Uh-oh. All right. So TMNT Mutant Mayhem wins for number 3.
Yeah, go on.
Okay, so we'll start off with Jeff now for number 4.
Okay.
We still got Ahsoka. We still got Xbox, Microsoft, and we still got Dead Reckoning and Ahsoka.
Okay, I guess I go with Xbox.
Xbox. All right. Spider-Man.
I'm just picking randomness right now. I'll stick to My Adventure with Superman because I really am liking that show.
Oh, My Adventure Super. Okay. All right. Talada, you sticking with My Adventure Superman?
Yep.
All right. Anthony.
The writer's strike.
Senior Nerd.
Where we at? Number 4?
Yeah, we got My Adventures of Superman, Xbox, Activision merger, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning.
Ahsoka. What was number 3? What was number 3?
Mutant Mayhem in Animation, TMNT.
Okay, well I'm sticking with the Microsoft acquisition.
Microsoft. Okay, so we got 2 for that. Axel. I can't decide yet. Axel, you go ahead.
I don't know, to be honest.
Ahsoka, Xbox merger, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning, which you're going to see in a few hours.
Mission Impossible.
Ahsoka, Adventures of Superman.
Mission Impossible. Oh yeah, My Adventures of Superman. Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I was going to go with Mission Impossible. No, I was going to go with Xbox, but I think My Adventures of Superman.
Yeah, My Adventures with Superman wins. Yeah.
Okay, last one.
I like that show. That show is very.
I like that show too. That My Superman.
I am not a huge anime fan. I'm not, but it's growing on me, and I think the animation is great so far, especially the cast and Lois Lane.
I think it's one of the best Superman cartoons since the animated series.
Oh, since the 1990s, yeah.
There hasn't been that much animated Superman shows.
No, the last Superman anime show was 24 years ago.
I love Superman the animated series.
The 1990s have been a long time since we have a Superman. Because there's always been Batman, and Batman. That's it.
So all we get is Batman.
No Superman. And
now we finally got Superman.
Yep, that is it.
I'll start off the 5th and final one. Even though I'm very excited about Mission Impossible, Dead Reckoning, and Ahsoka, I really got to think about what the Activision Xbox merger means, since I'm such a proponent of Game Pass.
It means
And-
that it's an Xbox exclusive forever, and it's not going back to PlayStation.
No, they are still going to Call of Duty on PlayStation.
They're not gonna.
Yes, they
They're
are.
not gonna.
Yeah,
do it.
Microsoft already does that. Minecraft is on all consoles.
Yeah, but I don't. They're
Mine,
gonna,
Call of Duty is in the same category as Minecraft. The amount of users,
I
it's
mean,
gonna.
you know.
But if you limit Call of Duty to one users, which would be the Xbox crowd, then it. I mean, it would be good for them because that would be the exclusive game. Call of
Okay,
Duty.
but like,
Well, I'm going with the Xbox merger. Anthony, since you're speaking already, go ahead.
I guess I'll go with. I'll go with the Ahsoka trailer.
The what? The Ahsoka trailer? Okay. Axel, what do you think? The Xbox merger, Mission Impossible, Ahsoka,
Mission Impossible.
Mission Impossible. Senior Nerd, what do you think?
Yeah, Microsoft getting Activision. This is what pretty much the only full Call of Duty game I got. It comes with Infinite Warfare plus the remaster of Modern Warfare.
And hopefully that's all included in Game Pass.
Yeah, but
Okay. All right, Talati, what do you say?
Xbox Game Pass.
Okay, Jeff, what do you think?
Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox, Blue Jay. I mean Spider-Man.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka. All right. Well, I'm sorry Ahsoka didn't make the list, but I am really looking forward to Ahsoka. Oh, what do you shoot your web at me? What the hell, Spider-Man? Whoa, the
what the hell?
shooter.
Wow.
Oh shit! Hey, I would say congratulations to the Xbox fans.
What the heck?
For getting Call of Duty on your platform, which is probably going to become exclusive to Xbox.
He shot web at me with his middle finger.
But the television looks good, but I think I agree with a lot of people. It's like you got to rewatch Rebels to understand. Because people say
like there's a guide out there for you to watch. You don't have to watch all the Rebels seasons.
Well, I do need to. I'm very far behind. I didn't. I think the last episode I saw, the full episode of Rebels I saw was the when Ahsoka confronted Vader, and that's when she find out that Vader is Anakin.
Okay.
But she chopped half his mask and see what's inside.
We're taking a break from the Senior Nerd Show so I can recap the top 5. Number 5, the Xbox merger with Activision. Number 4, My Adventures of Superman is actually very good. People are enjoying it. Number 3, Mutant Mayhem in animation. TMNT. 2023 is the year of animation. Don't listen to everyone complaining about box office. There is some success. You got to just look for it. Number 2, James Gunn casting the Justice League in Superman Legacy. No, he's casting a lot of people in Superman Legacy right before the actor strike.
They're not Justice League members, right?
I know. I'm just kidding. Yeah. And number 1, Hugh Jackman, Wolverine on set of Deadpool 3. Deadpool 3 is looking amazing. Unfortunately, production has paused. I can't wait till it gets back to filming and writers and actors get their fair share.
There's a rumor that Brian Cox might come back as Stryker.
I could see that. I mean, I could see that because that's the only good Fox villain.
Mm-hmm.
And Alan Cumming as Nightcrawler.
I mean, everybody from the original 2000.
All right, now we're going to be moving on to Blue Jays game, which, if you want to introduce it, Blue Jays, for people who haven't played this one before.
Excuse me, I forgot about this game.
Oh yeah,
I like this game. I already played it one time. It's very fun.
It's been a while. So
I was hoping DL would be here for this.
Oh yeah, he did. He was there for a hot
second. I think he had Wi-Fi internet issues probably.
Oh, okay.
Okay, go ahead, Blue Jay.
All right. Nope. The title says it all. Just say something nice about a movie that y'all don't like, or that most people don't like. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. You might like it more than anyone. I don't know. So let's see. Only 3 movies. So
This is Joe's easiest game, Crazy Joe. He just
oh gosh, if
He
Joe's
loves
in this
everything.
thing.
If Crazy Joe was here, he would say everything is a masterpiece.
yes.
Yeah, Crazy Joe will say everything's a masterpiece. That's
I
right.
miss Joe. I miss Joe. I got a
Movie,
DM. I got DM Joe. I miss him.
All right. So we only have 3 movies. So let's start with the first.
Oh, beet juice. No, sorry, Ray. No. I don't like beets.
I see what she's trying to do. I
I don't. And I don't want to.
Huh?
Start the game.
You like it?
All right.
Okay.
Let's
Oh,
bring
my
it
wife's
on.
eating beets right now. Ugh, I don't like beets. I like most food though.
Oh no.
Oh. Horrible movie. Horrible.
All right. Let's go start with Max then.
There you
I
go.
would say the casting is great, but it's a horrible movie. But I do think that who they hired for each role was great. Shaggy, Thelma, Daphne, Fred is all. Well, Fred's the weakest of them, but perfect casting. Yeah. Movie horrible. Perfect casting though.
All right. Jeff.
I like it. It's all right. When I first saw it in the theaters. One thing I did not like what they did to Scrappy. I did not like what they did to Scrappy Doo. That was wrong for what they did. But the truth be
That was
told,
wrong for many reasons.
Yeah, but truth be told, I do like Shaggy and Velma. Velma and Shaggy are like true to their characters from the animated cartoon. Daphne, she was all right. Fred, not so cool.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Claudia.
Scooby-Doo is a good movie because it's got Rowan Atkinson in it.
Oh, I forgot.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
forgot
that was
about-
great.
yeah. Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean's in it.
Mr. Boombastic. All right. Senior nerd.
Okay. I guess the casting were good. Especially Matthew Lillard, who's been the voice of Shaggy for a bad part of the past decade. Pretty much, he's the voice. He's the new voice of Shaggy. Like he's gonna be the voice. It's like Casey Kasem was. And yeah, I think Sarah Michelle Gellar was a good. Daphne and Velma was fine. I will say I do actually bought the DVD, and there's a deleted opening where it was the original Hanna-Barbera animation of the Scooby-Doo cast as the Scooby-Doo characters.
I
They
saw
cut it
that.
out. Yeah, and with the Shaggy, the rapper singing the Scooby-Doo Where Are You theme song. And then I was like, why did they put it in theaters? That would have been so fun to see in the big screen.
I mean, all the other live action movie did that. They Do Right. They Do Right did that, and they also did Rocky and
But
Bullwinkle.
also, I will say also, remember James Gunn wrote the original Scooby-Doo.
Right.
And that's kickstarted his career. Now, because of Scooby-Doo, we got Superman Legacy.
That's true.
Hey, Angus, weird timing. I sent you the link a while ago. So this this is a positive show. This show Saturday night, and then yes. And then this is a game our friend Blue Jay puts together where you have to say something nice about a mostly hated movie.
So I'm supposed to say something nice about Scooby-Doo?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is weird, actually. Never seen it. My dad, when I was a kid, we went down to Texas to the theater. We had like 4 movies in 2 days, which was unheard of back in the early 2000s. And we lied and said I saw Scooby-Doo, but we saw, I think, Undercover Brother or Castaway.
It's been a while since I saw that.
Yeah, so I never seen Scooby Doo. I've
Babies.
recently learned James Gunn has done it, so I guess I'll watch it. I really hate Scooby Doo. As a kid, I don't know why it wasn't. I'm not being like a smart guy or I'm smug. Like legitimately, as a kid, I'd watch Scooby Doo, and then at some point, I was like, "Wait a minute, this is the same shit every show."
Yeah,
you
it's
know?
very formulaic.
Yeah, it dawned on me as a kid, and so I
Remember-
just outgrew Scooby Doo. But the Zombies Scooby Doo, awesome movie.
Oh, I love that film.
Yeah. So
Oh,
I mean, positive is
Laughter
like, well,
Building Kids.
I've never seen it, so I guess it could be good.
Well, you did there. That's your positive. It was your
my
it was your
friend-
cover for seeing Undercover Brother. That was your positive. Yeah.
That's cool, man. I mean, I love Scooby Doo. I understand if nobody don't like it, then you know it's cool if you don't like
I mean,
Scooby.
it's like very like from the cartoons in the 60s and the 70s were that good. Hanna-Barbera, it was like because they used the same animation over and over again.
Yeah, it's like a loop, like a
loop.
giant. Yeah.
Oh,
And,
dude,
and
yeah,
again,
I
it's
noticed
like
that.
who's
As a
the
kid, I'm like,
monster?
what's going on?
They even did a song about that on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
Oh man!
All
Hey
right,
Max, just so you know, I'm gonna drop out for a second because I'm gonna get on my computer.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's fine.
that's why I didn't see this because I wasn't on my computer. I was like, oh, he sent me a link. Cool.
Yeah. Cool.
But
All
yeah,
right.
continue.
Yeah.
continue.
All right. Anthony.
I'll say the final battle.
Okay.
And the cast was great and stuff. Scooby was funny and saggy. I mean, saggy, Jesus. So yeah.
Axel.
Is this where the sexy Velma started?
What?
Huh?
The sexy
I've never
Velma
seen this
cosplay?
movie, so yeah.
Probably.
Pretty much, yeah. Because there was a
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably.
Yep.
because that's where I know Velma was like under some kind of spell, and she started wearing like her midriff showing.
Yeah, that's that's
Yeah,
a definite
yep.
positive.
That was the deleted scene. I remember seeing that.
No, that was in the movie.
Oh,
Like,
it's in the movie.
like,
Oh, okay.
That's in the movie.
She's
Yeah,
from
that's-
Freaks and Geeks, and she's also Hawkeye's
Yeah,
wife.
that
I
makes
forget
sense.
the actress's name.
and
Oh,
Layla.
Linda.
Linda Carlini.
And she was in Guardians 3 as Layla.
Yeah, Linda Carlini. That's her name. Linda Carlini.
Oh yeah, can you guys? I'm gonna say about some positive.
Yeah.
Is Linda Carlini as Velma?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
see,
she was very good.
she's very good at it.
Yeah.
They all look like from the everybody looks exactly like from the cartoon.
It does. It does look like straight from the cartoon.
Scooby-Doo 3 would have been interesting. Because apparently James Gunn has a script for it.
Oh, do you know that it was like pretty much R-rated, and they had to like edit it. to
Restore the
PG.
Dooverse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they edited it for whatever reason. James Gunn talked about that.
Originally, the movie was supposed
Even
to be rated
Freddie
R.
Prinze Jr. talked
No,
about
it was rated. It was rated PG-13, but they cut some stuff down. It
Yeah,
was,
so make it PG.
It was way. Yeah, I don't. They should have just kept the R rating. Probably would make money.
all right.
Oh.
All right. Next movie.
Oh yes, I love this one.
No, God.
Why do people hate this one? I actually like these movies.
I like this one too.
You go first. Next.
This is the
Axel.
Michael Bay one.
Yes.
Axel, you go first, dude.
Okay, so what I really like this movie is that the turtles, they look pretty realistic.
Oh, I'll give you.
I don't know why people think Anthony. Shush. Wait, I don't know why people think.
What?
He's interrupting me. I don't. Wait. Well, what was I gonna say? I don't know. I just like this one. What I don't like. is the
He's lost
origin.
for words.
What I don't like is like the origin change. Like I don't know. They just learnt kung fu.
You're not allowed
by
to say anything negative. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. But yeah, I really like this movie. Never understood the hate.
Okay. Anthony?
Oh, the elevator scene.
MC Mikey.
Yeah, that was. I like that one. That was good, Sonny. And the Strider 5 was okay. I enjoyed that. overall, I like this movie. It's not bad. The second one was horrendous. I don't know what happened to that one.
The second one is good. I like the second one.
I don't know about
Yeah,
that.
Bebop and Rocksteady in the second one, and Crank.
Okay, I found those two to be obnoxious, but
Bro,
That's supposed to be obnoxious. That's
That's the
Bebop
whole idea.
Rocksteady.
Yeah, because they always been obnoxious.
No, but here's the thing. In this TMNT movie, WWE wrestler was in it.
Oh, yeah.
Sheamus.
Famous, yep.
So I got him. Don't worry.
And John C is in Mutant Mayhem. He's voiced Rocksteady.
I thought Seth Rogen was, or is he the other one?
No, Seth Rogen's voicing Bebop.
Oh yeah, okay.
All right. Black Angus. What you think of this movie?
Of Ninja Turtles, yeah, I like it. I don't know, like how would I say this? I love like deep, slow burn films, thought provoking stuff, but at the same time, like in the right context, I like dumb, simple films, and like the Ninja Turtles aren't complex. Like there's a snobbery to, especially comic fans and whatnot, with like their IPs, where it's like, I don't know, the first Ninja Turtles, like I don't see why people would cry about Michael Bay, versus like Transformers. Like I try to rewatch Transformers 1. Once you get to the parent scene, it just kills the movie. But Ninja Turtles has a good flow to it. There's literally nothing I'm like, wow, I had to cringe. I mean, Mikey is just inherently probably the worst turtle in my book, and then Donatello, but Leonardo and Raphael, cool.
And besides, Johnny Knoxville's a pretty good Leonardo.
He is.
Wow. I mean, and you got Megan Fox, so it's not a bad option there, man, for April. And then, look at where we're at now with this cartoon. I get, it's a cartoon, so we can just ugly. But yeah, April should be hot. She should be like the sex appeal with these guys.
I agree.
Great casting.
Okay.
Yeah, that's Black Angus. He's gonna have hot takes. He's the reason I started.
Well, it's a live action movie, and that's
no. I think they were laughing at your current April O'Neil.
Yeah,
yeah.
But no, the personality could be fine. Like I'll judge the cartoon off of like full spectrum, but aesthetically, it's like purposely ugly.
Okay.
See you, nerd.
Okay. The designs of the shows were fine, I would say, because they're very individual. You could tell them apart. And then the elevator scene, that was fun. They did like they poked fun of it in the 2012 one where like Mikey was starting it, and then Raphael punch him because he started. But this one, yeah, because that was like, okay, that's the Turtles. There you go. And then that's it.
Can I say something more? Like this Shredder's design was pretty mid. It was pretty bad.
The Shredder design looked like something from the Transformer franchise.
I mean,
he looks like a walking kitchen utensil. Basically.
Yeah, I would say that like the Silver Samurai from the Wolverine looked better.
It does.
Yeah. Taladia.
For the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the only good thing about this film was the fact that the story was put together.
The story was put together.
Besides the like the change of like their origin, like they just learned kung fu from a book. I'm like
yeah, that was pretty dumb.
I didn't like
That's the only thing I'll say. Next person.
And then the Shredder and Splitter never have like a connection. They were not like build rivalries before. Yeah, that's one.
Yeah, I thought that was a bit. I didn't really help.
All right, Jeff.
Yeah, but that's typical Michael Bay for you.
All right. Well, what I want to say about the Turtles movie, the only thing I like about this film is the story. That's the only thing I like about it. But everything else is not that great.
I'll give my piece on it. I like the snow chase scene. I like the fight
Yeah.
between like Splinter and Shredder. The final battle scene on top of the building.
The elevator scene.
Yeah, the elevator scene. And some of the turtles are actually pretty cool. I like Rap's voice. He's played by
Alan Rickman.
Jack Reacher.
Yeah, he's
Yeah,
So-
so, yeah.
You heard a
It's an-
story.
it's an
You heard,
entertaining movie.
you heard
I have a lot
story.
to say about this.
You heard a story.
Oh
that
shit! I forgot Max is down here.
you heard a story that he hates working in those movies.
yes.
Yeah, because like they had like terrible work conditions.
Yeah, they're working
Yeah.
issues, and they
Like,
even
barely
pay
any
them
of
that much.
The turtles like actors like weren't given good.
Yeah, they were like the last. They were like so all the actors like Megan Fox and Will Arnett and all they left first and they were sit on set until everybody leaves and then they were left alone and they had to call a cab to go to their hotel. And it was in New York in December,
Kelly.
so they were freezing.
Callie.
I remember Will
That
Arnett
would be
was.
cold as hell. No sweater whatsoever in New York City.
They were just like bummed out, and he was like talking to it because you're gonna be like the best big actor doing CGI like Andy Serkis.
Yeah, I was trying to say that, but I forgot
Ain't
that Will
nobody
Arnett was
beating
good.
Andy Serkis. Andy Serkis is
No, that was the
great.
picture. That was like the way they.
Oh, I
pitched
know.
it.
I heard when he said that. I was like, when Michael Bay said, I was like, no,
No,
bro,
not
he
Michael
would
Bay.
never
His
do that.
agent. He said it.
Oh, his agent.
Yeah,
his
Michael
agent,
Bay
my
didn't
bad.
actually direct these movies; he just produced them.
No,
But,
that's
It
true.
felt like
understand why people
he
would
was
think that
directing
he
it.
did.
It felt like he could feel his.
He was his influence was all over it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max, did I ever pick you, man? I
No,
just
no,
forgot you.
I tried to. Then Senior Nerd went on another 5-minute rant.
Because I
Yeah.
It was me.
Senior Nerd, you're only allowed 2 minutes now. That's all I know.
Wow.
I'm allowed 2 hours. How about that?
All right, so
Do something.
the Turtle Van scene was pretty cool. April O'Neil was, good April. I like this April. Not the best April.
Megan Fox.
Good April. Megan Fox, yeah,
Before she went,
Fred-
before she destroyed herself.
what?
No.
Herself.
Yeah,
No,
she had more silicones on the titties.
Yeah.
What?
Listen, never mind. Sorry.
Yeah, we don't mention tits.
We're trying to keep it
There's
PG.
nothing, I'm not going to criticize her for getting work done. What do you think that Hollywood
They
does?
do-
They all do.
They
No,
don't
that's
like her.
typical Hollywood for you. That is true.
I am
though.
pro
Everybody-
bimbo, by the way, so
I'm
I
not-
will not shame her for
No,
improving
she-
her image.
Although the guy keeps talking Machine Gun Kelly. I don't know. You could do better than Machine Gun Kelly, Megan.
Live
Come on.
action Grace, Leslie Grace for live action April one day.
Okay,
Okay.
she'll
That-
be
that's the good
perfect for that.
casting.
Yeah,
Oh
that's
fuck!
Bryce
Wait,
Randolph.
I don't know who Leslie Grace. Sorry. I
Who is,
Cancel back,
Batgirl?
cancel Batgirl. Cancel
I
Batgirl.
read that. I thought it was Leslie Jones. I'm like, ew.
If you mentioned
Maybe if she was younger, then maybe.
Wait.
But no,
wait.
no.
Wait, if you mention Leslie Grace or Batgirl, little movie prep will pop up.
No, I don't know where Perp's at. Perp's busy.
Oh my God.
He's
No,
busy
he'll
hanging
pop
out
up.
with his dinosaur friends.
Wow.
And it does have some good action. I
It
like.
does
I
have
really
good
like
action.
the
It's got
turtle. I
great
like the Turtle Van scene. Casey Jones was kind of a letdown.
No, that was
He
the
wasn't
second.
in this
That's a
one.
sequel.
This
That's
is the
the first
sequel.
movie.
You're talking about the sequel. This
Oh,
is
really?
The first. We're talking.
No, he's
Yes.
in the first one.
No, he
No,
was
he's not.
not. He definitely was not.
He's not in the first one.
Because I was like, where the hell is Casey Jones? It's like,
Oh, I mixed the
He's
two
in the
together.
second one.
Because you're an old man.
Yeah, you're old.
All right.
Sleepy Max.
Well,
Ben's like, no, I'm wrong. So let's
Back-
change the topic.
was Baxter Stockman in the first one?
no.
No.
No, it wasn't.
No.
He's in
The
the
It was,
second
second
one.
one.
it was just the
Second one.
turtles.
He's in the
April-
first original Turtles.
All right.
What-
Well,
who's
I
next?
liked it.
All right, what's
Sorry.
next? Who's next?
I'm merging the two movies together.
No, yeah, I got all of them. I got all of them. It'll be also Black Angus. It'll be funny if Leslie Jones was April O'Neil because she'll be like, the power of penny compels you. Fucking Ghostbusters 2016 type.
Oh
shit.
God, I don't like it. I didn't never like that 2016 one.
It'd be great for how awful it would be.
Yes.
Take
All
my
right.
mind off of that movie.
All right. Last movie. It's a
Last
doozy.
movie.
Okay, good one.
Oh,
Whoa, Tom and Jerry.
Be
I
honest,
don't know
I'm gonna go
this
first.
right
I
away.
tried to watch
I'm
this-
gonna
I
go
tried to
first.
watch
I'm gonna
this
go
movie
first.
once.
I want to
did
go
a lot of
first. I want to go
Zack
No,
Snyder
I'm gonna
stuff,
go.
so
I'll be honest.
I want to go first.
No, I'm gonna go first.
I want to go
I'm
first.
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
go
honest. I never saw this movie during the pandemic. I never did. The only thing I know about this is that it leaked accidentally on the Snyder Cut. That's it.
Yes,
Only
that's
thing I
how
know
we
about-
originally got the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, that's
That
the
is
only
true.
thing. A server leak. So like, that's the only thing I know about this movie. Other than that, I never watch it. So you know.
Oh,
I can't
so
say-
that's your
That's
good
the one
thing?
positive thing I could say.
That's the best
Snyder
thing
Cut
about
leak
it.
on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, I guess.
That's the
all right.
and the memes that came out after that. Yeah.
And that was they were oh my god, this memes was hilarious.
All right. Max, do you have anything nice to
That's
say?
what
about
that's
this?
why I went to go ahead at Anthony. Darn you, Anthony.
Well,
Yes.
I didn't know he was gonna go.
That's the best thing about it is when they were right before the Snyder Cut. Somehow, Tom and Jerry was the Snyder Cut. before
Somehow
it was supposed to
Palpatine
release.
returned.
Yeah, which was like the weirdest thing ever on streaming.
I remember that.
That was no
Yeah.
freaking accident. I'm just saying.
Axel?
I've never seen it. I like it that
Good.
they're in New York.
Okay.
You can see the.
Wait. The good. I like how Jerry is peeling back Tom's eyeballs, like in the poster.
That's just the poster.
I like that. I've seen. I thought it was all right.
I like New York. You can see the Eiffel Tower in the background. Yeah.
Well,
Empire State Building.
Oh yeah. Whatever.
he said the Eiffel Tower.
Same thing. Whatever. I didn't read the manga.
Go to
so,
me.
yeah.
Go to me, please. Go to me.
It's all right. Seeing her.
No. I can forget. I haven't seen the movie either.
Well, good.
I mean, I like that they kept the original design. That's like I was like, okay, that's Tom and Jerry. Okay, here's what I like. Here's what I like. Because the thing is, this movie is much more than the Snyder Cut. So these Snyder Bros is saying, "Oh, the Snyder Cut was successful."
What?
I'll be like,
Bro, Simba,
This
Simba
wasn't
TV,
watched
okay,
more
Simba,
than the
Simba.
Snyder
yes,
Cut.
it
Simba.
did. Yes.
Bro, you talking about Simba TV that only counts fucking Samsung TV.
Whoa.
Whoa!
That's not a real. They only count Samsung TVs, bro.
Wait,
that's not a
wait,
real website.
wait,
That's
wait,
not no
wait,
Nielsen
wait, wait,
ratings.
wait,
that is
wait.
nothing.
Wait.
Like
Put
Simba
in a
TV.
tip.
Gosh.
Put in a tip jar right
Swear
now.
jar. Swear jar.
You gotta put it in.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I put the dollar in. But no, Samba TV. It's for people out there.
Put it in
And
now.
for the people out there, Samba TV is not real. It's fake as hell. They only count Samsung
No,
TVs.
it's like,
They don't count. They don't count real. They don't count
Oh,
other
boy.
TVs. They don't
Sorry,
count
Blue
LG, Sony,
No, it's all good.
Roku, or TCL. They don't count.
Don't mute Anthony. It's muted Anthony. He said he's gonna put it all.
Yeah, I put the dollar in the search, John. Think, damn. Sorry, I just had to go off because of now.
So that's why I like it. Original, and then like
I
it
think
goes on the
Senior
second-
Nerd's pulling that out of his ass. I don't think that's real. That it did
there's a
better
real stat
numbers.
that is a real
Yeah,
stat,
from
but-
Samba TVs, that is not unreliable because they only come Samsung TVs.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say.
If you think
I guess-
if you really think Samba TV is real, then it's crazy.
Blue Jay, it always comes back to the Snyder Cut stuff, you know.
God damn it, it always does.
By the way, I'm gonna say I agree with Angus's comment right here. They should blend CGI for TMNT like some Mando characters. I agree with him there.
That would be cool. I agree
Like
with
the
Yeah,
Swamp
just
Thing
have real
pirate
suits,
guy.
but then CGI their mouths and eyes when needed.
Okay. All right, I just kind of lost track what we got here. I would say this. As shitty as this movie is, I like the part where it had Tom and Jerry in it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was
Instead
very
of the
important to you.
instead of the whole plot about this whole them trying to gather up this wedding shit. I'm like, who the fuck cares? You have these motherfuckers in the
I
goddamn
don't
PlayStation.
like.
Well, you
And
know
then-
they
and then-
say in the words of Peter
Does
Griffin.
that wait? Does so the whole movie take place in New York City?
In the words of Peter
Yeah,
Griffin,
Yeah,
they
you can
say,
see
"Oh, who
the
cares?"
Taj Mahal in the background.
Oh lord.
Yeah,
Alan?
no, it
Oh, yeah,
the
well,
rest of the
that's
movie
another
takes place in this shitty in this hotel and not talk some stupid
You know,
bullshit.
it's a
In a
bit
hotel,
like it's a bit like Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Well, it's a lot like Who Framed Roger Rabbit because the
Well,
animals are
Film
actually
Roger is better than these. Than any.
No, I'm talking about that the animals in the movie in this movie are all animation, no
Yep.
cartoon,
Oh, I like that part too, though.
Yeah,
and
that's
then they
very
look
true.
like the cartoons from the original Tom and Jerry's. So
Yeah, I love the original cartoon.
Yeah. All right. Black Angus. I don't know if you've seen his movie or not. So
No, I'm a
Hey,
big
good.
fan of Looney Tunes and Tom and Jerry, MGM, and all that good stuff from
Me
40s,
too.
50s, 60s. Grew up on that stuff, and
What?
yeah, I would never watch this just because like that kind of comedy and the gags they
Just
would do
hanging
that
out.
are funny in the old cartoons, like they won't go to that level because of offending or they'll have a gun or like they don't do that, and so I'm not gonna waste my time.
Oh no, yeah,
And
no.
it's like
I'll
that
say-
was a bygone era. We don't do that anymore the way they did back then. Like it's a
Dark
product of its
humor is
time.
the best
Just
type
don't.
of humor.
It's just an IP grab of like let's milk whatever we can out of something recognizable.
Let's milk it out of the cow.
Reed's desperate. I've never heard anyone. Man, you got to see Tom and Jerry. It's so good, like the old card. I've never heard that.
Oh no, no, it's freaking wipe my ass quality. That's what. It is.
Have you seen like there was a Tom and Jerry movie that came out in the 90s?
I did. I got
Oh
to-
yeah,
it
the one
was-
where they talk.
Where they freaking talk.
Yeah, I saw that.
No.
Yeah, I have that movie too.
And they're
That's
like,
part of the
they're-
appeal is they don't talk, and so it's all got to be physical and expressive.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
That's the
but-
challenge, and that's why it's so
they do-
entertaining.
I mean,
A
there's like
Bronze
Tom, singing, but no, it was.
Yeah, like
I mean,
when
it's a
they're
good-
trying to like creep around, you're like,
One
bloop,
more-
bloop, bloop,
One
bloop,
thing
like
I
they're
like about
plucking
that
strings.
film is when
The only
they-
time they talk is when Tom's going, ah!
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, the only time I saw that scene is like when they were talking, and then like Tom was with him like, "We never seen this word before." And then Jerry said, "I thought you never seen any word before. How you speaking? Now you're speaking to me." It's hilarious,
It's like, well, you never ask.
right?
Like, what? 60
Yeah.
years? You never talked to each other?
Can we go to the next person, please?
All right.
All right.
All right, Taladia.
The only good thing about Tom and Jerry is the Batman Tom as Batman.
Oh,
I like that line. I like
Of
that
course,
one.
it's Warner Brothers, so why not?
That's the only good thing I gotta say about the film.
yeah, wipe my ass quality. All right.
That's hilarious. He said that because I just watched Biggest Problem in the Universe yesterday, the newest episode, and one of Vito's problems was the Fortnite-ification of video games and how like they got Homelander with a gun in Call of Duty. and
Yeah.
stuff,
Yeah,
and
I
like
saw
you can be Jigsaw's puppet and John McClane and Rambo, and it's like what
Yeah,
is
you
this?
get like Spider-Man with a gun in Fortnite. That's not right. That's not
Spider-Man
right.
Spider-Man in Fortnite, and then you've got Homeland, the boys characters in Call of Duty.
No,
And then
that's hilarious. That's what yesterday's like. Holy crap! They got
I
they got everybody writing Call of Duty with the.
But
No,
with-
but
with
you know what's
the,
worse? But you know what's worse is Transformers in Fortnite.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
that depressed me.
Oh,
All
I mean,
we
it'll be
need,
interesting seeing Call of
It
Duty.
makes more sense they put G.I. Joe in there with white Transformers.
because the Rise of the Beast came out the same. day.
That's why. That
Oh,
makes sense.
That was
well,
disappointing. I mean, it was fine, but I'm not a big Transformers guy. But like one of my favorite toys of all time as a kid was my Cheetor toy in the '90s, and he's barely in the movie.
yeah,
I don't see no Cheetor action.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
So,
uh,
sorry, go on.
no, you're good. I'll just say just one more thing. We need Medea in Fortnite. There you go, Jeff.
Ooh,
Oh, what?
All right.
I would be
Okay.
down for some hillers
Oh,
while
hell
you shoot
no.
people.
Hallelujah.
Well, the only thing I like about this movie is the scene where Tom was playing the piano and he was singing. The next thing you know, Jerry pushes the bowling ball onto his foot and made him scream.
Yeah.
That was
You know
funny.
what'd be
Like,
great?
"Ow!"
Man, you know what'd be great? If this movie had the scene where they redo, like, you remember the one cartoon where Tom was serenading the lady cat going, "You used to be my baby."
That was right. Yeah, that should have been the one. That should have been the one.
If they had that if that scene in the movie, I would watch it.
Oh yeah, I agree. I like that
Well-
scene. I like that scene. That's my most favorite in the short.
Yeah.
Oh, and the zoot suit one. The zoot suit one's pretty good. The one with the Tom and Jerry where Tom wear the zoot suit. I thought that was pretty funny.
I mean, they could do like callbacks, like the famous one where it looks like Tom and Jerry killed themselves.
Oh yeah,
That
Yeah.
thing.
cat blue, something like that.
Like that, but it says it's the last episode, but it's not. It was like there was like 5 cartoons afterwards.
Oh yeah, I remember that story.
All right. Is that it for you, Jeff, for this
That-
movie?
That's it for me right now. man.
Well, yeah. Wipe my ass quality, everybody. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Blue Jay.
And before Blue Jay, before you go, because I know you gotta head out soon. I'm just letting you know now. That I'm doing an Injustice 2 MME tournament.
Ooh.
When tonight?
No, not tonight. It'll be we'll organize it up. We're gonna set up a date and a day.
Date.
Oh, giggity.
I'm flattered.
We're gonna set up a day and a time, and it'll be streamed on YouTube on the MME channel.
Okay, that's awesome.
On Pornhub.
Let me know when.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, I didn't know Blue Jay say he was going to leave. I don't know.
Oh
No.
no.
Yo, Max, I
What's
got
this?
something to share.
This better not be
So-
copyrighted stuff.
No, it's not. It's a video. Well, it's from my.
Are we
friend
watching
Tom.
Corn?
Is there?
No.
Yeah. What is this? Oh, it's
It's from my
crazy.
movie.
Wait, are you doing? Is this what I think it is?
Shush! It's from my movie.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Oh my god, this is very old school.
Oppressed citizens of Gotham, your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
Was that Max's brother?
Yeah.
No, that was his son. This
Was
is
that-
Anarchy.
Great
from
job.
my fan film.
Nice,
And
man.
I know him from Arkham Origins and like.
Oh yeah,
comics. Yeah.
great game by the way.
Cool.
Yeah,
Arkham
Yeah, I was
Origins.
playing that yesterday on New Game Plus, and it is so hard. The Deathstroke mission, holy shit, it's so.
Yeah, that Deathstroke scene where like you try to hit all that number.
Like,
hit
pop,
on-
pop, 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 pop.
Yeah.
I'm like, God damn it.
I'm like, what is this?
And it sucks that he's only in it for like the beginning of the game. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, I know.
And don't get me started with this boss fight in Arkham Knight. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that was like.
Look at these posters. They're great.
I like these posters.
Yeah, they're pretty cool. Hey, how come they give Raphael the pirate bandana all the time now?
Because he's a badass, man. He's wearing
This is the
do it. Let's
badass,
do
this is
it.
the why.
Yeah, I guess so.
Try to give more personality. I think they always had it, but it's for.
Again, I didn't like that they give Donnie glasses. It's like we get it. He's a
The
nerd.
only thing I'm not excited about this new movie is
Yeah, it reminds me of
the
if
foot-
Donatello try to enter his Steve Urkel.
as far as we know, no Shredder or Foot Clan.
Well, the mutants are like the main focus of the movie.
Yeah,
for
yeah,
right
yeah.
now.
Good,
I like
bro.
that.
That's a good thing. Like some people, like, please get away with Shredder. Like,
I want a really great Shredder again.
You
I
will.
believe
Just
you'll probably
watch-
get it in the second movie when they get a sequel.
Yeah, and then we'll get Casey Jones.
What?
Yeah,
Anyway.
What's up, Taladia?
Casey Jones.
Nah, nothing. I just it's so hot in my room, so
Oh, it's hot. Oh yeah,
yeah.
it is. It's hot out
I'm
there.
sweating.
There's a heat wave.
It's sweating right now. So
What part of the country you in?
UK.
Oh, okay.
You
I'm a Brit.
That's why I'm not wearing anything right now. That's why I'm off camera.
Wait, what?
What?
I mean, I'm
What do
wearing
you mean?
something. I'm wearing
What
something.
do you mean?
Okay, that's
What
okay, Max. You got
See,
it.
Senior
Why
Nerd
did you get
puts
on
his
camera,
count-
Senior Nerd? This isn't for you. You
Just
seem
give me
super
the-
curious.
the-
Don't give me
Well,
that stink look like, oh, I'm so disgusted.
Hold on, Max.
Oh, look
So,
at me.
what do you mean by not wearing anything?
I'm wearing just boxers.
Okay, that's
I want to
that.
know that.
Too
Oh,
much
wait,
information.
Wait,
Too
just
much.
boxers?
Just stop. Just stop. Just
I
too
was
much,
doing
too
weeds
much.
and stuff. I was out there in the heat, and then I came in,
You're just laying
before-
out. Huh?
A cold. I think a cold. No. Yo. Oh my
Blue
god.
Jays just
Too
like-
much information, Max.
What, you never sitting around your house with your shirt off?
Oh,
Well, yeah, but
I
I'm
guess,
Oh.
but
I mean,
when I
but
thought-
not on stream.
I'm not on
Yeah.
stream.
Well, actually, technically.
I was looking for the shirt when I came in, and as soon as we start the stream, I'm gonna be shirtless.
Go ahead.
No, I'm not gonna be shirtless. Fuck up.
Come on, everyone.
Yeah, you don't
No.
want to have one of those CNN problems.
I'm not going to unless you're crazy.
MME rated X.
Okay.
Oh no.
Should we end it here? Or you guys want
Yeah,
I got-
that's perfect. Yeah.
I got one thing to say.
Uh-oh.
Do you mind if I promote?
Yes. No,
There's
no
nothing wrong with
promotion here. No.
promotion.
No promotion
Stop.
for Meth Gator or nothing.
Wow.
No, it's kind of cool, guys.
Yeah,
I got my merch store set up. So if you guys want to purchase some merch from me, and this is all to do with Taladia Plays on my channel. We got YouTube memberships as well from 99 cents. Max is already a member, and Rhea, thank you Rhea as well, another member. So I want to shout outs to those two guys. If you want to pick up some merch, it's got my logo on it. You got mugs, cups, mugs, whatever you call it, t-shirts, all this different stuff. Great stuff on there. And I'll be doing some more merch. We're probably having Wonder Bat on the merch store. I'm probably gonna add that Wonder Bat,
Oh, that-
Super Wonder. So ships, basically stuff that to do with DC.
Don't get copyright with DC because they don't play with that.
Okay. Cool.
So
I just have the one t-shirt. I got to do more merch myself. Anyone else want to promote? Axel's promoting his fan film, Blue Jay. Go check out Aqua Cinema. Senior Nerd.
Oh,
You can find him here.
B-Days. I forgot to mention B-Days as well.
What?
Who's that?
What is
Birthdays?
BJ's. What?
Bidets.
Oh,
What
bidets.
is bidets? What is, oh.
John
Bigger
Boy, right?
Are you? How do you feel about bidets, Angus? Everyone's on this bidet craze.
Oh, I mean,
Delightful. What is it?
I've never had a bidet or been somewhere with one, but I'm not opposed.
No,
To
it's just
it's
like
cleaner.
I
It's
feel
cleaner.
everyone made me feel left out. Like you're not, you don't have a bidet. I'm like, no.
Well, you should watch the South Park episode they did this year about
Oh, okay.
Japanese toilet. It's hilarious and it's very convincing, especially about the toilet paper problem and how it's a big racket.
Okay.
I'll watch that episode. Okay.
You want
That's
to talk
good.
about your Meth Gator comic? Is it how far
Oh,
along? Is
well,
it?
yeah, I actually, because you said it, I sent you a picture. This is new art I got. So you can show it.
On Twitter? Where'd you send it?
Yeah, I sent it to you on Twitter.
Oh,
I always got to be careful when I check your DMs.
also I put a link into my chat channel in the
Yeah,
chat. So
I'm
if you
doing
guys
mine
want to
too
stuff.
as well.
That's right, Mr.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
my
We gotta
problem,
check that
my
out.
problem with YouTube is that I am subbed to like 500 channels, so it's just always a mess every day. And if I look at my sub feed, it's just that's recent, and maybe I'll add something to my watch later, and then I'll see it a month later.
Yeah.
But yeah, the picture is really big. But this is not Meth Gator actually. This is an antagonist that will be in issue 1. This is Crocodile.
Crocodile.
Oh,
Yeah.
did you do this? Matt?
He's a prototype. Yeah, there's a little, spoiler, I guess, but like in the beginning of the story, you hear something in the radio, like in the context of the story, and so that's like an Easter egg for the future when Crocodile pops. I was like, that is the thing that they said earlier. That's where he came from. So yeah, I got the idea from Red Gaze. The whole Meth Gator concept came from Red Gaze doing a video years ago about the Meth Gator articles. And once I figured out,
and then they made Cocaine Bear. So
yeah,
you were ahead of the game.
Cocaine Bear.
Well, it's funny because people think Cocaine Bear. They hear Meth Gator, they think it's gonna be like that. It's like no. I'm writing a real story, but there is it's not gonna be a comedy, but there is tongue in cheek stuff, and so. I asked Red Gaze, I'm like, hey, help me come up with like a villain. And he's like, crack it up. And I'm like, that's amazing. And also it goes along with the trope of Marvel, especially of like every villain is just like a bad carbon copy, maybe bigger and meaner of the hero. And so that's going to be kind of like a tongue in cheek, like mocking Marvel, the formula of like, oh, Hulk, let's just have like a mean Hulk, with Abomination. That kind of trope.
Okay.
But no, there's an actual villain. There's an actual story, but this is kind of more of he's going to be more of like Bane from 1998, Batman and Robin. He's not really consequential, but I did want something cool to contrast Meth Gator. He's meant to be more feral, an allusion to what Meth Gator could be in his primal state.
I really like the art you got here, man.
Yeah,
It's
I like
pretty
that
nice.
too.
Yeah, that was
Do you have the main Meth Gator to show people too?
Yeah. Let me send it to you.
I'll show that too before we go.
Boom, boom, boom.
Wait, did you?
Yeah, this is the problem. Is I need money, and so I'm doing work, do a lot of overtime to try to make this happen. But yeah, making a comics about.
Did you draw it?
No. I'm not an artist. So yeah, that's the problem. I got to pay people to help make my book. So you need about 10-15 grand to make a good.
This is
comic.
Jeff's channel, by the way. Jeff told me to
post
it in the chat.
Yeah,
cool. Yes.
Follow me on Twitter too as well. I mean Twitch.
I am. Let me see. Is this? No, that's not it. I'm trying to find you the main picture. Is this it? Yeah, here we go. This is like my favorite piece I've gotten of Meth Gator. I just sent it to you, Max.
Okay. All right, here we bring this up here. Hold on, let me.
But yeah, no, I've been doing comic streams.
Nice.
Not consistent, but every Tuesday I try to have a comic campaigner. We just had Josh Durstein of Amarok on Indiegogo. It looks awesome, and you should really check out that stream. Very insightful.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. This
That's
is
awesome.
Who's that?
That's Shelby the hooker. That's the issue 1 love interest.
Damn, she fine.
Made more sense. That actually make more sense because that's
Right.
actually, like,
The idea. All right. So the idea is like, okay, I come up with Meth Gator, and then I figure out a sci-fi explanation of why a TMNT kind of opening of like how he comes to be. But it's like the problem is, all right, if tweakers spill special meth on a nest of hatchlings and it hits Meth Gator and transforms them over time, why aren't the tweakers changed? That was my problem. And then once I figured out a sci-fi explanation for that, it made the story way bigger. Sorry, what?
Oh, sorry. Like someone's like, I don't know. Someone's.
That's Senior Ned. I'm
a
used
lot
to
of
it.
noise.
Yeah. Once I figured out the sci-fi problem,
Stop
it made the
messing with
story.
your mic, Senior Ned.
Made the story
It's the
potential.
fan. It's this
I'm
fan.
doing it. Well, I
Yeah,
was
it made
liking this, man. It's pretty good animation. I like
Yeah,
the comics.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
made this-
Angus. Angus,
Yeah.
what I was gonna say to you is that I need to hook you up with one of my friends who does Indie Wednesday,
Okay.
Comics League. So if you want to promote your comic, he'd be
Well,
a
I mean,
great.
this is in the works. I mean, my problem is funding to make the sequential art to then make a campaign. That's been my problem. I have posters. I have this poster
Yeah.
for sale.
Awesome,
Hit
man.
me up.
Awesome. I want to say that this
Um,
this concept is very much more closer to Swamp Thing a bit because I like Swamp Thing and because Swamp Thing.
Yeah, no, yeah. The colorist.
Yeah.
I sent him. Once I kind of hit him up for this, it was Oliver Aker. I think's the colorist. I know his last name's Aker. He actually did the Cryptidnals, which is in comic stores sequentially right now.
That's cool.
Yeah, I hit him up and I sent him Swamp Thing post covers, and so he just took that, ran with it, made the sky red. And I'm like, fuck, I never thought of. Sorry, I cursed. Never thought of doing a red sky, but it's so cool, a good contrast to the green
I love
swamp.
the red sky thing was pretty cool idea.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's funny you said Swamp Thing because I'm not a DC guy, but Swamp Thing's cool. He's a weird tangent character.
Yeah, it just gave me that vibe. That's one thing I was just
So,
going to say.
so I was gonna say, Angus, is that I know for once you get your comic book out there for promotion or whatnot, let me hook you up with a friend of mine's. He will
Sure,
do.
I appreciate it.
He will do an interview with you, talk about your comic, and Max won't mind at all. Is Jared from Comics League, where he talks about indie comics every Wednesday. So this would be a great way for you to kind of get your name out there in the indie world.
No, I appreciate it. I'm looking at this channel, Comics League. The thing I was gonna say with Shelby the Hooker specifically is that once I started like kind of plotting the story, like the opening in Georgia, my problem was like every issue I make, I want to have, a Bond girl. Every film has a Bond girl.
That's true.
And so I want that in my comics, but it's like for the opening of this guy out in the outskirts, what's figuring out his story. So he's like very elusive, exclusive character. He's not known in the world really. How could he have a Bond girl? How could he have a babe on his shoulder and not just be a cheap ploy like Xenoscope comics where it's like hot girls, stupid stories. And so I was like, well, she's a hooker, he's a freak alligator man. So if she's a hooker, it's like, well, after the initial shock, oh, you have money? Cool. And so that's kind of how I worked around. Going forward, love interests will be like substantial more so. But yeah, that's kind of my angle of why it's Shelby the Hooker. Cool.
Can I have her
issue
number?
1. Yeah, if you're curious, if you like following OnlyFans thoughts on Twitter, she's kind of based on Razor Candy and Kato of Steam Girl Style Erotica. I've been following her for years. I don't pay for OnlyFans. Stuff's for free, but I just like seeing them on my Twitter feed,
Well,
yeah.
Cool. Check out Angus' cool Meth Gator project. And
Yeah, I appreciate you.
I had this just. Did you hear about this? Anyone?
Yeah.
Nope.
I've been hearing. I saw something. I saw something about this cheese sandwich on Twitter. I didn't.
It's
dig into
all.
it, though.
It's Thailand Burger King.
Thailand.
No meat, 20 slices of cheese on bread.
I know.
I feel like the
a
bread's in the
certain-
way.
I know a certain character that probably like this.
20.
Who, Mikey?
No, you ever watch Chip and the Rescue Rangers? Monterey Jack.
Michael Jackson.
Oh,
No, Monterey Jack from Chip and Dale.
Maury Povich.
yeah.
What do you think? Too much cheese?
Yeah, he goes.
Would you
"Cheese,
try it?
Yees.
Would you try it?
No,
No.
look, I probably won't. I give it a bit of a pass.
I'd rather eat that than 20 pieces of beef on a burger. Like I've seen. it already.
Whoa.
That's a lot of cheese. though.
That's hate speech where I'm from.
I know, Angus. I mean, but those burgers that are so many stack of meat. I like beef. I like Angus, but 20 patties on them.
I'm clipping that.
Plain patties. Yes.
I would rather
That's a lot
eat
of patties.
20 pieces of cheese than 20 patties.
No, it's funny because I've gone pretty much carnivore the last like 3 or 4 years.
I
I
could
just
say
eat a lot of meat and beans.
I could say
Oh,
that,
you want 20 different slices of cheese? That would be interesting.
Mm.
Not
I
enough
could say
cheese.
that one thing for sure is like that's so much cheese. It's like it makes you want to say Steve Urkel's.
What are you doing to that cat?
Oh, fuck. I
Oh,
have it.
aw.
It's a cat cam.
All right. Well, I think
You
this
gotta-
is where we're going to end the show. Thank you, Jeff. Thank you, Taladia.
No problem.
I think. Thank you, Angus. No,
What does
I'm
that
kidding.
mean? What does that mean?
I'm just kidding.
We go way back.
Senior Nerd, Axel. Appreciate you all being here. Have a good, have a nice summer. Stay cool, everyone. It's getting hot out there.
Well, I want to say
It's
thank
getting
you.
hot in here. Okay, Jeff, go.
All right, peace out, guys.
See you later, guys.
What were you gonna say, Jeff? Oh,
I guess he said peace out.
CGH is here.
Well, we just
CGH,
ended.
did you miss Angus?
Hello. I thought you were ending the show.
I was, and then you popped in.
We'll end the show.
Don't you have something to say to the audience?
No.
Then goodbye then.
Good night, everyone. Good night.
Good night.